Congratulations.
Wow, thank you. No twerking. For me. For me. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. At the zoo I used to live at, I did not live at the zoo, I worded that wrong. I worded that wrong. It's not what I meant. I think we need to make time for Cinder's rap segment. Y'all are not ready for the fire she about to drop. Y'all just not ready. Cinder, take the mic. Yeah. Yeah. I know, Cinder, I know. Little Cinder spitting some truth into the mic. His name is Cream Soda. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Welcome to the stream. Hi, I'm a teddy bear. Did you know that? Did you know that? Who is this cute? Milk, Kawasaki.
Did you see it? You killed the Xeno series. Congratulations.
Wow, thank you. No twerking. For me. For me. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. At the zoo I used to live at, I did not live at the zoo, I worded that wrong. I worded that wrong. It's not what I meant. I think we need to make time for Cinder's rap segment. Y'all are not ready for the fire she about to drop. Y'all just not ready. Cinder, take the mic. Yeah. Yeah. I know, Cinder, I know. Little Cinder spitting some truth into the mic. His name is Cream Soda. Can you guys see the new emote? Wait. I need to switch the overlay. Oh wait, which one do I want again? Oh, this is one. And you see the new emote, everybody? Check right now. Right now. Hi Slimeball, hi Zig, welcome to the stream. Minasan, konnichiwa. Minna genki? Minna genki desu ka? Kyou mo tenki wa ii desu kara? Miru-chan mo genki da na. Ja, issho. Imoto. Miyamasu. Hi, Butters. Thank you so much for resubscribing for 13 months. Arigatou gozaimashita. Thank you. Hi, Monarch. Welcome to the stream. And thank you for the follow, Dovakin Fire God. Dovakin. I'm new here. Welcome. I hope everybody's doing good. Minna genki kana? Thank you so much, Nug, for the new emote. Wait. みんな見せてあげる。ちょっとすごく可愛いかな、ビルちゃん。ボンボンボンボンボンボン It made a bonk. It looks so good. I didn't know you could draw, Nug. It's so good. I'm so happy with it. This is kind of like the low quality version. Let me ちょっと消してみよう。Show you the new one. You didn't make it? Oh, did you commission somebody? Wait, I thought you made it. That's why I gave you the artist badge. Hey, 誰作ったの? You commissioned somebody for me? ありがとね。Thank you. I didn't know. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's so good. It's so cute. Boom, 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 boom. It looks so good. I'll still give you the emo badge because you commissioned it. It's fine. Thank you so much. I love it. I need to make more emotes. When Halloween is over, guys, we'll stop playing scary games. I want to do some like drawing streams and stuff because I don't really like draw on stream. I used to for a bit. I used to draw a little bit on stream, but sometimes my iPad's a bit slow. More emotes, really? Thank you so much. What? Why am I just now figuring this out? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Arigato ne. It's no problem. No, I'm so happy. Thank you. Thank you so much. ちょっと音楽探してみる？ちょっとさ、look for music. Every time I'm not streaming, I get tons of like royalty-free, cute music to play on stream, pop up in my YouTube recommended. But then when I'm streaming, it's like it's gone. Where did it go? Where did you put it? It's like YouTube knows. It's like teasing me with it. And I'm like, oh, I hope that shows up in my recommended tomorrow when I'm streaming. And it's like, no. どこかなタンタンタンタン Do, do, do. I can't find music. I am looking. Oh, here's something. I found one, finally. Keep scrolling through videos. There we go. There's some cute music. Get in touch with you, the animated. Thank you! Yay! Is it Christmas before Christmas? It feels like it. It's emote Christmas. Thank you, Nog. Yeah, I should hopefully get some more emote slots and stuff. How many slots do I have available? So it's just adding like lots of new features. Every time I check, I'm like getting like ass blasted with new features. It's like, whoa, where'd that come from? And I have two more. Only have two of both slots. I have two of both slots for tier 1, but there's no point in having slots for tier 3 at all. There's no... I guess there's bits emotes too, but those are kind of dumb. Bit emotes are kind of dumb. Nobody uses bits. Nobody really cheers bits unless it's like 100 bits at a time. Like tell me to like fucking brush my teeth or something. Nobody really uses bits. They're increasing the number of animated emote slots. That's good. I know you get more like the more subscribes. The more subscribes. The more subscriptions you have. Or subscribers. That's the word, subscribers. The more subscribers you have, the more emote slots you get. I don't know if they take it away if you're after you hit the mark and then you like drop back down. I don't know if they're like, oh wait, yoink, or I don't know how it works actually. I just know like sometimes they get a little pop-up. They don't take long. Yeah, okay, so we just have to we need to be strong, okay? Thank you so much for resubscribing. You get to 16 months. That's amazing. That's amazing. That's so cool. What the fuck? What the fuck? 16. That's like almost 20. Hi, Eli. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, if you made rena, you'll be maid of honor at Rika and Satoko's wedding. Mochiron. Of course, of course. I should be the flower girl at everybody's wedding, I think. I want to throw around the flowers and stuff. It's a cute BGM, but why can't it loop? I'm looping it. There we go. You know, YouTube has been super fucking irritating lately. I don't know if you guys have been like using YouTube a lot with an ad blocker, but like, who like actually looks at the internet without an ad blocker? Like, who scrolls on the internet without an ad blocker? We have no ad blocker on the computers at work, and sometimes I like look stuff up and I'm like, what the fuck is this? An ad for Grammarly? Like, kill yourself. I'm not gonna look at that shit. Sorry. Normies. Yeah, but it's like, god damn. The unknowing. Yeah, like, who actually likes seeing ads? My dad's super weird about this. He watches YouTube on the TV. He watches YouTube on the TV, which is funny as fuck to begin with. Because, like, who watches YouTube on the TV? That's already hilarious. But what's extra hilarious is, like, he will just sit through the ads. He just sits through the ads. He's like, they're interesting. What do you mean they're interesting? I was like, you're never gonna buy stuff from them. He's like, yeah, but I watch them anyways. Like, I don't get it. I don't understand it. I think that's fucked up. I do that too. Well, people are weird. I don't want anybody else like hearing my YouTube videos playing. Like, I don't want anybody else listening to my YouTube videos. It's really funny. It's really, really funny. It's like a peering behind the curtain at a normie, like a normie's fucking YouTube recommended page. It's like Mr. Beast and stuff shows up. Like, what the fuck? People actually watch him? Why videos if no one videos? I just want other people watching my videos. It's between me and God. What I watch on YouTube is between me and God, okay? Like, the type of Goislop shit YouTube videos I indulge in are between me and nobody else. Me and the YouTube algorithm, really. I don't want anybody else looking at that shit. I don't want anyone else hearing that shit. But, like, it's all sorts of weird channels that, like, I guess people really like or really watch that I've never heard of in my life. And I'm like, it's kind of weird how the internet kind of becomes, like, an insulated bubble if, you know, you, like, never step outside of it. Like, when your YouTube experience and, like, other like, sites online are probably the same way. Yes, exactly, you can see. Other internet, like, sites online and stuff are probably all the same way, where it's like, once you're like tucked into the bubble, you don't even really realize, like, oh my god, this thing is fucking huge, and like I'm just the one person in my family who doesn't know about, like, what the fuck is daily dose of internet? My parents are addicted to that shit. I think the guy's voice is fucking annoying. I don't like it. His voice bothers me. Every time I turn it on, I groan. They're like, he's a great guy. I was like, his videos annoy me. Just watch Instagram or like TikTok for 2 seconds and you've seen all the clips he shows. Like, that's... I don't get it, but I guess, like, I don't know, when you're not online, it's like really novel, I guess. The concept, like, oh, the internet's crazy. But lessons in meme culture comes in handy sometimes. I hate those fucking channels the most. I think the second they cover a meme, it's over. It's over. Like, pack it up, everybody. Like, go home. It's over. It's like, you guys remember there was that channel that was really popular in like 2017 or something, and like people started shitting on him a lot. It was like, it was something about like memes. It was something like meme lessons and meme culture. It was something like that guy, and then he like pretended to kill himself. And everyone was like, that's so lame. And we all, I thought we all collectively agreed that once you have to explain like the joke, it's not funny anymore, right? So if you have to explain the meme, it's not funny anymore. Like, pack it up, go home. Not Filthy Frank. Filthy Frank went on to have like a music career. No, he was like, his whole content was just like explaining memes to normies. But like, he got really big on YouTube for a while, and people were like dogging on him because they're like, oh, you're ruining the joke, you're ruining the joke. If you just don't get it, you don't get it, kind of thing. Which like I was in agreement with. I thought we were all in agreement with, but I don't know. Now like, the internet's a different place. It's kind of weird. Like how many things were bad back then that were just kind of like, yeah, whatever, is what it is. Listen, the meme culture still, yeah, it was a different channel. It was like the exact same premise, but it was like different execution behind the meme or something like that. I think that's what it was called. I think it was called like something like behind the meme. It was basically like the same thing, but just like a different execution, basically. And people like dogged on him so hard for it. But now like lessons in meme culture is like super big and stuff, and like reaction stuff too. Like reaction channels used to get fucking like piled on for being lazy and stupid and dumb, for just sitting there with like their mouth open, drool falling out, going, there you go. But now like you open up the Twitch front page when you're not logged in, and it's all just people reacting to fucking the same 3 videos. It's weird, right? Like, why did we get okay with it now when we weren't okay with it back then? Because I just feel like I don't care about either of those things, quite frankly. I'll never sit down and like watch a react channel. It's like, I'll just go watch the videos on my own. Fuck you. I'm not gonna... Unless it's you're reacting to content about yourself. Like if somebody makes like a video of like something you did, or like a clip, and you're like, oh my god, guys, I really want to check this out. That's like fine. But I don't know. Just like sitting down and watching someone else's videos, it's weird to me. It's weird. It's like I have nothing to say when I'm watching YouTube videos. Like I'm absorbing the knowledge passively. I don't really like have a lot to say. You know? Normie shit. Yeah. But like, why are we okay with it now? I don't know. You guys know what I mean? It's weird. It's super weird. I wonder like what else. If React doesn't bring something, if they fuck them. Yeah. Like I guess there are some people who can do it well. Like, I don't know. I typically watch Nintendo Direct React videos since I'm gonna watch the Direct anyways and on the channel. Yeah, like that's different than just like watching a creator's thing. Like I totally get like reacting to like big corporate whatevers, because that's like a big deal. Like, I don't know, I remember liking E3 watch-alongs and stuff when I was like younger. And that was really funny. But I don't know, when it comes to like individual content, like I can't just imagine like scrolling through someone's YouTube homepage and like watching videos with them. It's like, that sounds boring as shit. I'm sorry. Your video choices suck. I more or less judge people's recommended. I think your YouTube recommended really says a lot about you, and I don't know if I like what my YouTube recommended says about me in particular. Hi, Monarch. I'll just stretch. Hello, Mr. Sprinkles. Hello, hello. I don't know if I like what my YouTube recommended says about me, to be honest. I'm kind of like, damn it. I watch a lot of shit content. I see something mildly interesting and I click on it, and it's gotten bad. It's gotten bad. I'm kind of like invested in like the normier side. Is it better or worse than your Twitter likes? My Twitter likes are degenerate and strange, but my YouTube interests, I think if you like were to scroll through my YouTube page, you would either think like I'm just like some gaming neckbeard, or like a white woman who drinks Starbucks every day, and it flips depending on my mood. Either I'll like totally just watch videos about like gaming and stuff, or I'll be like, yeah, I'll watch your like get ready with me makeup tutorial. So, and is it what you want? I'm not. I don't drink Starbucks every day. How do I fix my neck beard to attract women of culture? Go to the gym, smelly ass. I should go to the gym. I'm going to go to the gym tomorrow. I've steeled myself. I'm gonna, because I don't have any plans tomorrow. Well, okay, so I'm preparing right now for, I signed up to do this craft fair thing because I've been crocheting like a fuck ton, and now it's kind of snuck up on me, and it's like a week away now, and I'm scared. I'm fucking scared, guys. I'm like, I haven't made enough stuff. What am I gonna do? So, I'm kind of like, I'm taking my crochet projects everywhere. Like, my mom was like, I need to go to Target. Can you come with me? And I was like, yeah, sure. And I was crocheting the whole time. I was crocheting the whole time, so that's sort of been the mood lately, I guess. See, that sounded like super normie woman. It's moving to America is gonna ruin me. So that's kind of the vibe right now. That's kind of like the mood where I'm like super, like I'm in my crochet arc. It's super like, yeah, it's giving grandma core. It's crocheting's peak anyways. Yeah, now picturing you taking crochet to the gym. That would be peak. That would be fucking peak. Crochet during, yeah, I'm gonna be like on the treadmill, like I need to get a few more stitches. Just a few more stitches. Just a few more stitches, bro. So I swear I'm not addicted. I swear I'm not addicted. It's not an addiction. Just a few more stitches. Just a few more stitches. I'll put it down. I'm fucking crocheting right now. I want you to know. I'm doing it right fucking now. So I keep looking down. My eyes are closed because I'm like looking down at the project. I'm making sure I'm not leaving the same stitches. 5 hats until yeah, I've been crocheting these like little she crocheted a Starbucks koozie. See, that would sell. I know that would sell. But like I'm wondering, like, shit, I still haven't planned out prices for everything. I got like these little paper like price tags and stuff, so I'm gonna mark everything like the day right before. Oh, the day before is gonna be so stressful because then I have to get up. A koozie is like the little like squishy thing that goes around a drink that keeps it from burning your hand. Like, you know when you go and get a coffee and there's like the like cardboard thing around it, that's basically that. But a koozie is like either like plastic or like sometimes it can be cloth. I don't know. I've seen like the crochet ones. They look cute. It'll probably sell. But like, do I have enough time? Because most of what I crochet is like clothing and stuff because I can sell it for more basically. Yeah. I crochet Animal Brooches not too long. Oh my god, I got the cutest fucking crochet book a while ago. I showed it to you guys on stream. A little bit ago. If you remember it. なんかさ、そうだけど、時間はないかな。ちょっと。Could you crochet a scrunchie? Yeah, I probably could. You just need like a gomu. You need like the hair bands. You need like the little hair bands, and then you just like wrap the yarn around it. Probably. I want to make like some hair clips and stuff, so I need to go to like the craft store nearby and like buy a bunch of shit. But then I'm like, oh my god, I only have $30 in my checking account. I'm a broke ass bitch. I'm so broke. So I'm really hoping that like I'm gonna have enough stuff to sell, cause I really need money. I'm gonna be living on my own in like 3 months. It's terrifying, guys. It's scary. My grandparents are like, isn't that a big leap for you? Isn't that a bit much? I was like, shut the fuck up. Don't tell me that. I need you not to say that. Would have bought one if they weren't so glaringly expensive. A bit too much craftsmanship for me. Yeah, it can be expensive, but like when it comes to handmade stuff, you kind of have to understand that like somebody's sitting down and taking a lot of time out of their day to make it. It can sort of be... Are you nervous? For moving, absolutely, yeah. I have so many things to be nervous about right now. I'm like a little bundle of nerves. So, so I already know I'm gonna be living in a dorm when I move back to Japan. I'm gonna be living in a dorm, so I'm not really sure how the streaming is gonna work out. It should be back where you're happy. Yeah, at least. Oh my god, I have to tell you guys about this. So, can I show you the picture? Wait, let me check my photo reel just a second. I want to show you a picture, but I'm worried that like my reflection in it might be there. So, ちょっと待ってくれな. So, I'm coming back home. I can't see my reflection. Okay, it's probably fine. I'll show you guys a picture. So, I get off at 5. I work at 9 to 5, basically. And so I got off, and, so I get off of work, and I park, a little ways away from where I actually work, because the place where I actually work is, like, fucking... The place where I actually work, the landlord of the building is a bitch. Is a massive, massive bitch. Every, like, building in the center there only gets, like, one parking spot. And so when my boss is in, my boss uses it naturally. I mean, it makes sense for her to use it. It's fair. I'm not, like, blaming her for it. I think the owner of the True Wage... Yeah, so I'm really not streaming as much because I'm so fucking tired. I'm so tired. But... なんかね, the thing is like... There's only one parking space, so I have to park a little ways away. I park over by... I'm not gonna say where I park by. I don't want it to be, like, incriminating. But I park a little ways away. It's like a 5-10 minute walk, depending on how fast I go. So I'm approaching my car, and I, like, see the hood of it, and I'm like, wait... There's kind of something on top of my car. And I was like, is there a cat sleeping on the hood? Because that would be awesome. And so I'm slowly approaching, and normally the place is pretty busy because there's like stuff going on around the area. It's a pretty like everywhere in Hawaii is kind of a resort town place, so lots of tourists and shit. It's not a big deal. But you got ticketed. No, it's worse than that. It's creepier than that. So I'm walking up and I'm like, there's something on my car. And like around the area, there's like the grass in front of where I'm parked. There's like a ton of trash and stuff. And I'm just kind of like, whoa, what's going on? And there's like a cart from a drugstore that's like a 20-minute walk away. And I'm like, okay, why is there a cart next to my car? And as I approach, this is, here. Or resize it. Look at all the cute shit in my car. If someone breaks into my car and steals all my cinnamon roll stuff, I'm actually gonna drive it off the highway. Somebody tucked begonias into my windshield wipers. And I'm standing here like, am I about to get jumped by a crackhead? Like, am I about to get jumped by a crackhead? Is this them like trying to distract me so they can mug me? I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? So I'm like carefully like looking around. I have my keys. I'm doing it with my hands, even though you can't see my hands. In my middle finger, I always have the key out. I always have the key out in my middle finger to grip it, and then I have one of those like what are they called? Like one of those like rape whistles on it. One of those like rape whistles on it. So I keep that in my hand. I'm carrying the whistle in one hand. I'm carrying the cart claw in the other. So like my hands are taken up, and I'm like looking back and forth. I'm like, I'm about to get jumped, aren't I? But there was just like a shit ton of trash. This big... Good time to ask if you have the Ui-chan buzzer. No! The artist deleted the asset before I could download it. I really wanted it though. But yeah, it's one of those buzzers basically. A little bit bigger, and it has a little flashlight on it. But yeah, I pull it and it's fucking loud. Like, it got stuck in my bag once at work, and I pull it out, and I was trying to pull my car keys out because I always walk with my car keys in my hand because I'm like fucking paranoid here. But the alarm went off because I pulled too hard, and someone came rushing into the back. I'm like, what the fuck is that, Miru? And I'm like, I'm sorry, it's really loud. I'm sorry. So yeah, there was just like a ton of trash and a ton of like flowers, and why, like, I was pretty convinced I was gonna get jumped, so I quickly like grabbed the flowers, I just set them back in the cart gently. I moved the cart onto the grass because like I was gonna hit it if I tried backing up, and like I'm circling the perimeter and there's tons of people, like the parking lot's super full. I'm just like, what? Why? It's creepy. It scared me. I got in the car and I locked my doors immediately. I always do that. And then I like texted my mom the photo and I was like, am I about to die? Like, if they marked my car, am I gonna get human trafficked? Her text message was really funny. It was just in all caps. So weird. Run! Exclamation point, exclamation point. Run! Just watch which ear you put it behind. The flowers, I put them back in the cart. I didn't want to take them. Because, like, I don't know what I'm going to do with a bunch of flowers, really. Run! Yeah, it was like... I'm driving for one, but yeah, it was super strange. Hi, Doki Doki. Welcome. Or Dookie? I don't know. Hi, Eddie. Welcome. Yeah, it was super weird. I was really scared. I was like, I'm about to die, aren't I? Say something evil. Fuck you. I would have stabbed a bitch. I had the bear claw ready. I had the bear claw at the ready. So yeah, it was a little bit scary. It was a little bit scary. Hi, Devastator. Yeah, it was a little bit scary. I'd fuck a bitch up. I just know it. This is why, like, I walk around all the time in, like, big-ass heels. Big-ass, like, chunky platform. Like, 3-inch fucking platforms. No one's gonna mess with me. I'm, like, 6 foot tall when I wear them, so... So, I think it makes me rather intimidating. I think I'm safe. I'm safe from bad guys. But yeah, it's a little scary. There was, like, as long as the stilettos don't topple you over. I'm actually pretty good at walking in heels and platforms. A lot of people are like, aren't those uncomfy? But I don't know. I like the way they look, so I get used to them. You got 10-inch? Shut up. I would totally rock 10-inch platforms. Just so you know. I'm glad your organs haven't been harvested this time. And other yeah, this time. I'll let you know when they do get me. That might be good for, might be a good YouTube video. Story time. I got kidnapped. I'm gonna do like a I got out of being kidnapped subathon, or like I escaped human trafficking subathon. How's that sound? Spread the aloha. Yeah, that's kind of what I don't know, man. A lot of, like, scary people sometimes walk into work. There was this one time, this lady who's totally out of her mind, like, out of her mind, came into the store and just started, like, rambling incoherently at all of us. And my one coworker who's braver than me and everybody else, I think I already told this story, she's like, you need to leave. But she was, like, taking out the books, and you know how, like, the spine faces out, right? She was taking the books out and then flipping them around so the pages were sticking out. And she was doing this en masse, like, taking out books by, like, the handfuls, flipping them around and shoving them back. And, like, and we're all just like, what the fuck? Can you leave? This is like, I don't know. I don't know if, like, homelessness is a very American thing. Maybe that sounds really bad. Maybe that sounds really mean to say, like, oh, homelessness is only in America. Like, it's in Japan, too, but they're not crazy people like there are here. They're kooky dudes. They're crazy people. This guy, like, I was organizing the self-help books, because that's what I have to organize sometimes. Why is some of the largest quantities? Yeah, I mean, there's nowhere for them to go, because it's just like a big fucking island. Where are they gonna go, man? Yeah, so, like, one guy came in, and thanks for the follow, Eddie. One guy came in, and he's like, oh, can I use the phone? And my coworker said no to him. Hi, Jinja, thank you. Swim to the mainland. Yeah, get the fuck out of here, just swim away. That's what the rich people want him to do, I'm sure. And he, like, popped a lid when my coworker said, no, you can't use our phone, because, like, it's for business. Like, no, you can't use it. He, like, flipped the lid, and I was like, I'm gonna go hide in the back, because I'm too scared to deal with this, and if he turns around and starts yelling at me, I'm going to cry. Eventually, he calmed down and left, but he was, like, screaming at the counter for a while. It was scary. Like, what do you do in that situation? I don't know. It's scary. And a coworker, he's, like, really tall. He's, like, abnormally tall, so I'm like, well, he could probably kick the homeless guy's ass. I'm hiding. It's not a lady's job to fend off the homeless. Some crazies only get more wild seeing a scared person. See, like, my mom says she's gonna buy us a steel baseball bat to tuck behind the counter. So we don't have anything to, like, fight them with. We have a yardstick. And my coworker's like, I'll hit them with a yardstick. Like, they would break that in half. They're crazy fucking meth strength. It's scary as fuck, dude. It is not something I'm used to at all. You got a dog. I mean, yeah, but I can't bring him to work. Get a taser. I can't legally own a taser until a certain age here, unfortunately. And so, like, if I did buy a taser anyways, and then I had to use it on someone, well, it's like, well, do you have a license for that taser, ma'am? And it's like, no, I'm underage. Pepper spray, you can? Yeah, I need to get pepper spray, actually. I've been thinking about that. I like my little whistle. I like my alarm thingy on my keys, but I don't have it all the time. Get your mom to get you one. It's still illegal for me to carry it. I'm not underage. It's just that, like, you need to be a certain age. Gotta get a pepper spray. What do you? That's fucking dumb. Can bear spray work? Bear spray works just fine, right? In Hawaii? Nah. Okay. Not to my knowledge? Okay. No, I know tasers for sure, because I literally looked into it. Bear mace does wonders. I'll do that. Okay, we should probably play the game now, right? It's been like 30 minutes, just talking. My friend had pepper spray at 14. Okay. I mean, I feel like every woman should have pepper spray. It's just like in general. It's really hard to get in Japan though, so I never actually like bothered getting some. But now I don't know. Now I'm considering it because it's scary here. You gotta keep yourself safe. Learn karate. I am gonna take a self-defense course in a bit. Okay, the game popped up. Yay! Me and Mama Bear are gonna take a self-defense course together. So we're gonna kick people's asses. That's a mint breath spray that I used when a big kid tried to beat me up. That's really funny. Okay, continue. Load. End of chapter 4. Okay. So last time, one course is useless. You have to practice. I'll practice on you, bitch. What kind of name is Dana? We'll do this part first. Dana's not here. Do you know where she is, Katie? Huh? She was just there, actually. Hey, Mew. Where did Dana go? Dana? Didn't she go to the bathroom? She did say that she's been having bowel troubles lately. She's on her period. I haven't heard anything about that. Satoko, do you know where Dana went? Dana, you say? I just passed her in the hallway. Dana had class duties today, so she's off to water the flower bed. Ah, it was Dana's turn for class duty. That's very much appreciated. Dana, Dana, Dana. Upon hearing it repeated, a thought came to mind. It's rude to say this about someone's name, but it's such a weird name. It is! I was thinking. Oh yeah, we do have a new emote. Now got us a new emote. Yay! You should all subscribe right now so that you can have the emote too. It's like some foreigner's name. Is she foreign? She does have red hair, so she could be like... What kind of name is Dana, I wonder? What kind of kanji does her name use? Dana is her nickname. Oh, she has a proper name as well. What, really? I was sure that Dana Ryugu was her full name. Well, I can understand you making that mistake since we only call her Dana. She even signs her name as Dana. It's like her real name in school. I wonder what her real name is. Let's ask her when she comes back. Satoko and Rika-chan look at each other. You don't need to ask her. We'll tell you what it is. It's the de from ore and na from nara. Ore nara. Her real name is Dana. Deina. Wait, Deina. Wait, so why is it Deina and not Dana? Why is it Dana, not Deina? Deina, is it? So it's read out as Dana instead of Deina. That's pretty interesting reading. No, that's not it. Dana is the correct way. Dana told us that she wanted us to call her Dana, so we call her Dana. なんでレイナじゃないのか? What's the difference? Kei-chan, Reina, Zena, you know? Only strangers call her Reina. You get where this is going. I understood what Mio was saying. It didn't matter what her real name was, only the names we used between us. Reina Ryugu is Reina. She's nobody other than that. So I was thinking if she had a nickname. If I had a nickname, would you call me by that? If it's good. So what do you want to be called? Con man. Reina, Reina. Reina came back into the classroom. One of the juniors near the door told Reina people were looking for her. What's this now? Who's looking for me, I wonder? Seeing that, both Mion and I sneered. Bailiff, Ryugu doth show herself. Con man, you're quite sinister. What is this? What is this? Yeichika, Mii-chan, you're evil bailiffs. A con man? Damn you, Renanosuke Ryugu. Today doth be when thou meetest thy maker. Have at thee! Suki-san, Gaku-san, show them what for. Aye, aye, sir. I expect my fee to be paid in to my Swiss bank account. Since it's come to this, we'll have no other choice. We'll just have a grand battle with 5 people. Why are they fighting? Reina's fierce punches explode the proper timing to take out the seal. The evil that was Mion and myself vanquished in the end. I hope Reina does go on a journey to make the world a better place. How about heading to Nagatacho? My destination is decided by where cute stuff gathers. The toll of the bell signaled that break time was over. Why would anyone pick a fight with Reina? She's too strong. Come on, Keiichi-kun, Mii-chan. The teacher's coming. I took Reina's hand and stood up. It was just as the teacher had entered the classroom. Just one more hour. Man, oh man. Got to buckle down for one more. This is me at work, actually. That one's cute. What is the difference between Reina and Reina? Dochi demo ii? Either way is fine, right? How was it, Kei-chan? What were we doing last time? We went to Reina's house. Wait, no, I thought we just got the little Colonel Sanders guy. Oh yeah, we brought it back to her house, though. But we didn't get to see what happened. She gave us a kiss. She gave a little smoochy smooch. So you went to Reina-san's house? This is chapter 5 now, I think. Wasn't it amazing? It's something like that, right? Right? That's gonna be my new noise. Unlike my house, the Ryugu residence wasn't newly constructed. It had been renovated from a pre-existing building. I'm hitting this next button. Well, the house itself was fine. The problem was the yard. It was crammed with rows upon rows of oddities! Well, that sounds right for her. They're all the same as Colonel Sanders. Stuff you'd see while walking around in town. The cake shop mascot, Little Licky. Yuck. That sounds gross. Todolomon in the front pharmacy. She even had the amazing flying elephant from the top of that department store. That's so cute. I'll agree with you that those are cute, but why the mailbox? Won't you get in trouble for that one? But, so cute. She must have just thought about it because her face filled with delight. So since the bigger the better, just as long as it's big. That's what she said. And the room displays the smaller ones. I had a chance to see them before. And cute kids like Dika-chan are locked away in the basement? Yep, I'll keep anything. She has no shame. How cute. So she takes anything she likes back to her nest. No ill will intended. When is she gonna take me? Hey, Reina. Do you know about the Statue of Liberty in New York, right? Is that cute? Yeah, cute. Oh, I want it. The US should probably come up with some countermeasures ASAP. If not, the Statue of Liberty really will take a trip to Hinamizawa in the not-so-distant future. You get her like a little mini one. Is the music too loud? Maybe I'll turn it down a little. My apologies for keeping you waiting. Tika-chan has returned. Won't let me skip the text and my creatures on the screen. No fun being called to the staff room. Did you do something? How rude! Tika is in a huddle like Keiichi-san. Nothing like that, Keiichi-kun. Tika-chan's a member of the festival committee. Festival? The school cultural festival or something? Kei-chan, Kei-chan! I already told you. It's a village festival. The Watanagashi. Oh, come to think of it, she did say there'd be a festival at the shrine during the next break. So what's this Watanagashi thing all about? Is it like a floating lantern festival? I guess the last part where you set things adrift in the river is similar. Except we use cotton things, like old worn-out futons and padded cloaks. It's a festival expressing thanks for their years of service. The people living in Hinamizawa dump their futons and padded cloaks in a stream? It sounds like it'd be a lot of trouble if it backed up the current. Maybe they should just drop some fish and have a fish wrangling competition. Skewer them and sprinkle a little salt. Oh man, I could smell it already. That's just summer camp. I never anticipated how destitute Keiichi-san's imaginative capabilities would actually be. What? How could you tell I was thinking something silly? It was written all over your face. What sort of face could have expressed what I imagined just now? Dana demonstrated for me. I see. No argument there. I love Dana's face. It's nothing fun like that, you see. But you still look forward to it. Let's all get together. I'll come get you that day. I don't really like going to festivals unless someone asks me to. I wouldn't get bored if these guys were going. I wouldn't get bored around cute girls either. You won't get bored. We're doing it again this year. Mion's proclamation came as she looked at each member's in turn. What was this all about? From the way Mion looked, it was probably our club's summer tradition, the Watanagashi 4-demon fire fight. With fire? That sounds awful. What kind of name is that? I think it's a cute name, though. I tried to object sharply, but since Rena looked happy about it, I decided it was pointless to fight it. Since Keiichi is here this year, it becomes 5 demons. Rika made a small correction in light of my presence. So, how does this funky-sounding club activity tie into the festival? Oh, this is where you exhibit the skills you've nurtured through your daily club activities. Exactly. We know the full extent of the abilities that the best of the best have obtained through our daily trials and tribulations. Dana will win. But last year the mayor got angry, so we need to make sure not to cause any problems this time. So basically, if we're doing club activities while checking out the stalls. Rikitang really is the only one who explains things so that they make sense. I see. So we'll be exhibiting on those busy festival grounds. Dana was right, of course, that it would be a reason for the mayor to get angry. But it's lots of fun! That was the only point I did not doubt. That it would be, without question, fun. The day of the festival is drawing near. Well, putting that aside for now, let's start our club activities today. Any objections? Nay! Our voices rang out in unison. When there's lots of people, card games really are the easiest to play. This is really the most basic of table games. Playing with the marked deck again? We use a new one today. There are no marks on the cards, so we're all on equal footing. I wonder if that really is the case. I'll have to inspect them. Well, that was fair, just to be safe. Everyone check the cards. Yes, these seem to be fine. Are you all satisfied? Then today, I guess, we'll play president. That's good for 5 people. Equal footing is never the case in this club. Exactly. Dan always wins. Another standard card game. First one to get rid of all their cards wins. The basic rules: play a better card than the one before. You can play straights and pairs. There are various techniques that improve the game, like reversals. But because it's such a well-known game, there are lots of house rules for it as well. The name, for example. Dana, best girl. もちろんよ. In my hometown, we called it millionaire. Is it Monopoly? Or is it Uno? It sounded like Uno. I'd like to go over some details. Are the jokers all wild? Can you make a reversal with 3 threes? Rika? Yeah, you would prefer Rika. I think Komodachi would like Rika the most, but I like Rena. No jokers. 2 is the highest. You can reverse a reversal. You can only make a reversal with 4 of a kind, not 3. I know that in many places in Japan, president is called Trump. Why? Wait, nande? Also, you know the peasant sends a good card to the president? None of that. While I was confirming the familiar rules, Satoko looked over me cautiously. Probably should have tried to look more like an amateur. I was pretty used to this game. It's president, and it's with a new deck. Today, I might be able to win! I had the gist of the rules now. But that wasn't everything, was it? I feel like I don't know enough card games to really like get what's going on half the time. I don't play card games. I can play Uno. I like Uno. I beat my mom at Uno because we went to his bubble tea place and they had like little games that you could play together. My mom kept beating me at Connect 4 because I'm not really good at Connect 4, but I kick anyone's ass in Uno. It's kind of like Uno and poker. See, I don't know how to play poker, so you're just saying things to me. You're just saying words. So, what shall today's penalty be? About that, why don't we all write something down on the slips of paper and have the losers draw one? Oh, that seems like it could be interesting. Oh, I'll write a nasty one and have kids stand draw it. It would be awful if you wrote a bad one and drew it yourself. There's a minigame for it in Persona 5 Royal. I only ever played Persona 5 because I only have a PS3. Well, not anymore. I gave it to Papa Bear after his like yellow ringed or yellow whited, whatever you call it, when like the PS3s like do that thing that the Xboxes do. Meter here's card game plus card game equals card game. Yeah, exactly. Just don't lose. Don't you know best? Mion handed out several pieces of paper to everybody. Then write down whatever and put it in this bag. Red Ring of Death? You play the PS3 version, God Save Your Soul. What's the difference between the PS3 and the PS4 version? I mean, it's just Persona. It really never like stuttered or anything. But yeah, I never owned a PS4. I never really needed one, to be honest. The only reason I have a Switch is because of exclusives like Xenoblade. But yeah. I'm a bit of a PC Master Race chud, but grammar fix? Eh. I play with Japanese voices anyway, so I can hear what they intend to say. Switch, you mean the Xenobot? Yeah, actually, it's my Monster Hunter box too now. I've been playing so much Monster Hunter. It's so good. It's so fun. Oh, graphics. Oh, well, who cares? I'm not a graphics snob or a frame rate snob. I mean, my PC is like squarely 3 gens ago. What I'm streaming on is like 3 gens ago. I don't really care too much for graphics. Hell, I played Monster Hunter World on my Steam Deck. Like, the resolution on the Steam Deck is, while it's very impressive, is still pretty tiny. Like, I don't care that much about graphics. When you lose, stick your hands inside and pick one out. Now then, what would be a good penalty? Worst case scenario, you draw what you wrote. Something too intense would be like digging your own grave. Don't go for a new laptop when you go back to Japan. No, silly, I'll buy my own. Ham hands. Fine. Fellow Steam Deck enjoyer. Yeah, I got my Steam Deck from Throne. Thank you very much for the person who got it for me. Thank you. They don't talk on chat anymore, but I still appreciate it, and I still love my Steam Deck. No penalty. Let's forbid that kind of idea from being written down. Pikachu's casual suggestion made Mion's hand lurch to a sudden halt. That's too sneaky, Mion-san! She wrote no penalty and the corner of the slip is folded. I see. Just in case you lost, you grabbed the note with the corner and you'd be safe. That was a good idea. Diabolical as ever, Mion! Pikachu is quite formidable too, being able to see through that. I couldn't underestimate her even though she doesn't stand out. Everyone, don't write penalties that are too mean, okay? Nobody agreed to Diana's proposal. Everyone was ruthless. It's fine, Diana. Just don't lose. Yeah, that's true. Okay, I'll try hard, so everyone has to pick the penalty I write. Dana was quite brutal, even though she usually appeared meek. Better not to underestimate her either. I agree with that. I'm very curious to what Rena's penalty is in particular. Everybody's penalties are scary. I still didn't know what Rika-chan's penalty would be like. Basically, you can't afford to lose this game. Everybody here ready? We all nodded determinedly. Having confirmed that, Mion dealt out the cards. Finally, the battle begins. I had a decent starting hand. Card after card was played in the middle. Not needing Mion to call them, Rika-chan and Satoko played their cards without hesitation. Rena and I were the only ones who paused to think. It seemed that Rena genuinely couldn't make up her mind. But I was different. I was like a shark stalking its prey, just waiting for the right time to strike. Huh? Will this work? Then I'll play 3 and I'm out. 9! Nobody! 8! 7! I'm out! 5 and 5. I'm out. Then I'll discard this last one, and I'm out. Bah! I missed my chance! The loser of the first round was, of all people, Mion! And now I was certain. Today, I could win! Enjoy your tea. Now then. Mii-chan, pull out one of the slips, okay? Mion, accepting her defeat, scrounged around inside the bag and pulled out one piece of paper. What? Who did this? Who wrote this? Mion quivered and shrieked. What is it? What is it? Nana was also surprised when she peeked at it. What kind of terrible thing was written on it? Pet the principal on the head. That would be Rika's. Rika-chan no kana. Hey, wait. How is this bad? Keiichi-san, do you not understand? The principal is balding and ashamed of it! Setoko yelled with a serious look on her face, but she wasn't as loud as Mion's shriek. What could it be? The principal's a martial arts master. He boasts about traveling around the world and perfecting his skills when he was younger. He switched to teaching after seeing the poor state of education in Japan after the war. He was inhuman. Pet that guy's head? As the club president, there is no way I can set a bad example by refusing. Ooh, yeah! She bellowed at a yell as she dashed off down the hallway. Wouldn't it have been easier to sneak out quietly and try to do it without making a fuss? Probably impossible. They say he used to hunt sea slugs by sensing their presence. I could do nothing but wait with bated breath. I think I do. Kerpow! A rumble shook the classroom. That's the principal's aerial opener. Boof pow whap! Zahing kaboom! Following the launcher with a jab jab strong fierce combo. He's even using mirror. From how it sounded, the principal's jumping fierce sounded like a multi-hit combo. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Nothing I could do now except stay calm. I understood now why there were no delinquents at this school. After a few moments of silence, Mion slumped back to us. Petted, is that good enough? Mion said before collapsing. She's alive at least. Now we can continue the game. Monster. I was amazed by the person who made club activities like these could say that. But now, the worst penalty is gone now, right? Right? Nana tried to lighten the mood and was met only with Mion's malicious grin. She was serious now. I'm not holding back anymore. You'll all get yours. The pace of the game became bizarrely quick. I could tell the game had gotten more intense. Ace! 3, 4, 5. I'm out! I'm out as well. I'm out too. 3, and I'm out! I lost! And the heavens chose to vanquish Rena. What kind of penalty, I wonder? What kind of penalty, I wonder? I wasn't exactly hard for her to be worried. Just thinking of the level of difficulty of Mion's first penalty still made me quiver. And so, the penalty we drew with trembling fingers was... The heck was this? Speak like a maid. Huh? What's this? This one, what do I need to do? So basically, it means you have to use the same expressions as a maid? Oh. Okay. I can't read this. I can't read this. I can't read this. No. Dana, no. Dana, no. Anything but this, Dana. No, no. It's a punishment that goes twice for me. Damn it. I wasn't expecting the game to hit me for not knowing how to play card games either. Damn it, Dana. Okay, Master. It hit me like a ton of bricks. I had no idea who wrote that penalty, but she was awesome. Then, Dana, can you shuffle the cards and deal? Yes, Master. I could just die right now. Anyway, let's continue. Night, Dana. Yes, Master. The eagerness to which I was goading Dana into addressing me as Master was downright impressive, if I do say so myself. Oh yeah! I won't lose anymore. I'm out! That's good. I shan't lose either! I'm out. Then with that, I'm out too. I can't believe it! Is it Dana's loss again? Dana again. What kind of penalty would it be this time? I was delighted by the mysterious sense of anticipation. Anticipation? No, this was conviction. Remove one... No! Remove one piece of clothing from the top and bottom halves of your body. That's just indecent! Who could have written this? My face reddened in anger. If I didn't yell something out, I wouldn't be able to hide my shaking. And who did write that? God, please give that man a Nobel Prize! That would be an Ig Nobel Prize. Not good. Not good. What I was thinking about was written on my face! Mita. Dana begged Mion with teary eyes. But everyone knew Mion's answer already. Nope, nope, nope. I won't go easy on you! You lost, so take it like a man. Understood, Master. I'm gonna throw something! I threw a notebook. It wasn't very hard. I don't want to read this. This is an indecent stream. Who said this was a good game? All of you, you'll pay! God damn it. Understood, Master. I can't read it. I can't. This is terrible. I can't read this. I can't. Damn it. I can't, Cinder. I can't. I can't. You chose the game and now you play. The only thing motivating me now is the notion of getting to see Dana in a bra. I'll undress. What? I looked around, thinking someone else would probably stop her. Of course, I wasn't exactly trying to stop her either. When I heard the rustling of clothing, the sound of her skirt hitting the ground sent my heart racing. Is this fine, Master? I looked away like a gentleman. But these club activities, you needed to be ruthless after all. Kate-san, whatever were you expecting? We certainly would not have her stripped if she wasn't wearing her PE clothes underneath. Sadako poked fun at me right now, but I can't hear it. Not bad, Kate-san. This old man never thought you would go after her like that. You got it wrong. I didn't write that one. Master didn't write this one? Why is she only addressing kids? Is that? Tsurui! Her squirming around in her PE clothes made it impossible for me not to feel anything. What the fuck is this game? I thought this was a scary game. The only thing that's scaring me is... Calm down, Keiichi Maebara. Mion probably wrote that one and planned to go after me. As I panicked. You can't fall for her trap knowing it's a trap. Clear your head, calm down, and assess the situation. I was determined to think my way out of this, and the answer was quite simple. I win! Then I then became a god. I, who had already entered the domain of godhood, what would dare stand in my way? Oh shit! Wait, I accidentally skipped things. I was trying to turn down the volume. Wait. The penalty. Speak like a little sister. Oni-chan. The displeasure of making this brat disgrace herself. This old man loses again. Mion's lost, right? I'll draw it out. Wear a girls' school swimsuit? No! That's the one I wanted Kei-chan to get. Yes! Mion's despair was like sweet honey. Stop saying it, I lost again. Nana lost? I'll draw it for you. Let the person in first place rest their head in your lap. Oh, stop it, Master. Yeah! She's not wearing a skirt, so it's just her bare legs. This is painful. Oni-chan, you're too good. Satoko lost again. I'll draw it. Obey the person in first place. How about I have you give me a shoulder massage? Fine. Oni-chan. Come on, do it a bit harder. Don't use your nails! I had transformed into an evil dictator and couldn't be doing any better. I felt like I could control how the cards played out with my mind. I could even decide what suits would appear just by willing it. By the time I'd realized it, I had already resembled a harem. I was laughing haughtily as I rested my head on Dana, who was now a boomer-clad maid. Setsuko was wearing a collar and had taken on little sister properties. Mion was fanning me while wearing a school swimsuit. Oh, today's master's overwhelming victory, isn't it? Please refrain from moving your head around so much. I began to think, why does a man have no end to his desires? How could I wish for more than this palace of dreams? What is it, Keiichi? I'm saddened by the thought of man having no end to his desires. That was it. Rika-chan hadn't been first, but she continued to escape being in last. Keiichi is quite greedy. It said you should know when enough is enough. I know that very well. But, how to say it, I feel like I wouldn't mind if I died right now. Master, please refrain from moving your head around. You say you wouldn't mind dying, then that can be arranged. Rika-chan said it in her usual calm manner with a cheery tone. This was undoubtedly a declaration of war. Damn! Damn! Go, Rika-chan! Take him out! Defeat this archdevil perversion! I might not be able to win, but I'll beat him. Such stoicism from this little girl who's always sitting away in Satoko's shadow. It would probably be rude not to meet her head on. I shall face you myself, little one. I saw Mion swap a few cards with Rika-chan in the middle of the game, but pretended I didn't see it. Do you believe you can defeat Keiichi-sama with just that? 2. Ace, ace, ace! 8, 8, 8, 8! Reversal! Everybody looked over at me. I was still brimming with confidence. The 4 of them had allied against me? That's it? You're making me laugh. That was good. Reversal, reversal! How could such a thing be? Satoko let out a shriek. You simpletons. Using up all of her cards before calling the reversal left Dika-chan with no good cards. She was defeated soon after. I lost. Finally, you fall into my clutches. I'll pick one out. Whoa! Wear cat ears, a bell collar, and a Keiichi just wrote all of these himself, didn't he? Keiichi just 自分で書いたかな? ねえ、マジでするよ. Even the penalties were as I wished. Dika-chan hung her head and equipped the 3 holy artifacts. It's questionable to say why such things were in Mion's locker, but since I had no objections, I didn't ask. Ooh. Ooh. The girls are like that as well. Well, if Mion's carrying these around in her locker. This was so... Oh, I felt like I had become Dana. This is definitely cute. Cute, isn't it? Isn't it? Oh, I want to take her home. That wasn't me talking. It was the actual Dana. Meow. Oh, I don't need to see what she looks like in the old sprite, too. As Dika-chan mimicked a cat, a teary-eyed rings of smoke escaped from Dana's ears with an audible poof. Dika-chan must take home. Taking her home. Just for a while. I don't do anything strange. Nothing strange. I see. I still have one trick left. Mion gasped and dropped her fist into her open palm. If Dana must, she can take me home. After Dana-san beats Keiichi, she can! They thought that Dana in cute mode would be able to defeat me. Would it be that easy? Opposing me was the same as opposing God. I'd teach them their place. How preposterous that Dana can defeat me. For a moment, I didn't know what was going on. The 52 cards danced and flowed freely between Dana's hands like machinations of a master magician. The middle of those flowing cards was Dana's ecstatic expression, her head bobbing around. Sha sha sha, we make it. Hurry, hurry. My whole body knew it was ready. I was going to lose. No play? Nothing to play, Kei-chan. Then, with this, I'm out. Everyone cheered. I was spent. Whew, I've got no regrets. God, thank you for letting me dream a little. Now then, we'll take one out. Keiichi-san's penalty. This is it! Everybody peeked in unison, gazes flickering between the text and my face. All today I did as I pleased. I'll do whatever it is. What's on there? Huh? Every penalty up until now. What the heck? Kei-san should not be speaking like Kei-san. Shouldn't you be speaking like a little brother? Ugh. Yes, One-chan. Ooh, this is quite addicting. Next, I'll have you rub my shoulders. Keiichi-kun, I don't need a lap pillow, so do that other one, okay? Yes, master. Oh, Kei-chan, that's so cute. Say it again, say it again. She gets it. She fucking gets it, guys. She fucking gets it. She gets it. You, please spare me, master. Nana passed out with a squeal, blood spewing through her nose like a fountain. My dignity was being trampled more than a communal doormat. Next is from this old man. I'm going to have you fan me for a long time, you know. Whoosh, whoosh. Oh, and I almost forgot. You need to wear this, don't you? The school swimsuit. Huh? This is for girls. Can't I wear the one for boys? It was clearly written here. Wear a girl's swimsuit, as you can see. Satoko was like a loan shark. Actually, me trying to escape reality as fast as humanly possible was pretty adorable, if I did say so myself. But whose school swimsuit am I gonna wear? If I were wearing one of yours, you wouldn't like it, right? This old man doesn't care about that kind of stuff at all. Think of it as a little benefit. I'm not that in shape, so I think Kei-chan can fit into it. What? Are you kidding me? She's not in shape? If she's not in shape, then I'm a fucking cow. Shut the fuck up, Dana. Meow. What is that? The executioners surrounded me, wagging their fingers. No! My first thought, it's tighter on the waist. Second thought, the chest area is pretty loose. Third thought, the crotch area was... Oh! Kei-chan is bending forward. Cute, cute. You'll be ready after you wear the cat ears, belt, and tail. Kei-chan, wanna look in the mirror? It's amazing, really. It's probably best if you look. The stern, scientific, calculating nature mixed in with her fascination made Mion very, very scary. Would like to just respectfully decline, Master. Your ensemble is complete. If only we could send you home dressed like that. Ooh. Then, is this enough? I'll change and... While I was saying that, Mion placed her hands on my shoulder, and Rika-chan slipped behind me with a sound. Not yet, Keiichi. There's still the first penalty left. In this getup? Rika-chan patted my head without saying a word. Sir, excuse me? Yes, please come in. I stepped forward towards the principal's office. My bell collar jingled adorably. The principal froze in a solid smile on his face as he saw me. I couldn't blame him. This sacred place of study, specifically in his office. Though I said excuse me as I entered, the sight of a person in the school wearing a school swimsuit, cat ears, a collar, and a tail. And for it to be a young male, how did he get the tail on? If he's wearing a swimsuit, like how does the tail go in? Is it just like a belt around his waist? Like, I need the logistics of this. Most cat tails, they go around like a belt loop. Safety pin, maybe? Okay, that could work. Without a doubt, any normal person's psyche would have stopped cold. But this could be explained. We'll call it an uncanny valley camouflage, if you will. Do not say it! I'll kill you! When humans see each other... When humans see others, they can only begin to act after confirming this is human. Thank you for the follow. I can't read Korean, I'm sorry. Hello, hi! Meaning that if he could not comprehend what was in front of him, then those moments before he could fully begin to process the situation, his mind was completely blank! That was my one and only chance for victory. My penalty? Rubbing the principal's head. Principal! I challenge you! I heard what sounded like a zwashing 3 times. It's 3 hit gauge. Super. The principal said one thing to me. What does it mean to be a man? And in a heartbeat, boom! The tremor resounded throughout the whole Hinamizawa twilight. He's dead. Oh my god, that's how the chapter ends! This stupid ass game! I love it. Rena was given permission to caress Rika-chan's head as much as she wanted, so they headed home together, very pleased. Once again today, it was just Mion and I going home. Man, that was intense. I didn't know Kei-chan was so good at president. No, I was more surprised than anyone. If I was playing with guys, I couldn't have been that strong. But still, it was pretty bad. Being carried off on a stretcher in that outfit will probably haunt me until the day I Stretcher! He's fucked. He's fucked. The nurses saw his balls, I bet. Wait, okay. Listen, I need you to answer this question in the most respectful manner possible. Listen, if you were wearing a girl's swimsuit, since they're kind of tight around that area, wouldn't your, like, balls just kind of, I don't know how to ask this. It would just be like, so this is a swimsuit. Wouldn't they just kind of be like, wouldn't they just kind of like spill over the side a little? Like that? Do you really want this answer? Yes. No, they're solid. No, they're not. It's like... Because, like, if it had a really tight bikini line like it did, then, like, here's your legs. Wouldn't they just kind of be like... Yeah, maybe you should do more drawing stream for practice. I am a very good artist, thank you very much. I'll show you. I've drawn things. I draw things. I draw lots of things. You're stupid. You're dumb. I am. Just because I can't draw a nutsack in MS Paint doesn't mean I'm not a good artist. Look, I'll show you my drawings. Where are my drawings? I draw art sometimes. Wait. I draw sometimes. I haven't drawn anything recently, actually. I'm a bit of a stinky liar. That's something I've drawn recently. What was the last thing I drew? Wait, I'm looking at my iPad. Look, I'm drawing something right now. I'll show you things I've drawn. I'll show you. I'll prove it. I prove I'm a good drawer, okay? Prove I'm a good drawer. I swear I am, okay? Look, no, Miss Dogged. You do everything in the beginning. Yeah, I drew my own model to start with. I'm not bad. I'm a good drawer. Look. Miss Dogged. I send it to myself and then I show it to you, okay? I prove I'm a good drawer. But, listen. Yeah, I drew mostly emotes, so suck my nuts. But listen, I still need an answer to this question. Do your balls poke out of the swimsuit? Yes or no? If you were wearing that swimsuit, probably not. No. Probably. It depends. Flubber in a bikini? Huh? No, because suit is tight. Yeah, but there's not space down there for them to go. There's no space for them down there. There's no space. Now, look, I show you my art. I show you, okay? I show you. What if you had the biggest balls in the world? You couldn't wear any swimsuit. I show you my... I'm a good arter. Okay, she said it was really tight, so... Look, I drew this. I drew this. I did it. Look, I drew this. And then I drew this. cute. See? It's cute. See? 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 I drew it. I drew his stuff. Drew it. Drew it. Okay, I need to draw more. I don't draw enough. But I did it! All by myself. My mom really liked the shadow one. She watched me do it on the bus. She was like, wow, she's so cute. And she said, why do you only draw little girls? So you should draw not little girls. I was like, no. Like, why don't you draw boys? Because I don't like boys. I don't like boys. But then when I draw older ladies, she's like, why? Your boys would have to be big, and then they would have had to... What does your mom draw? Yeah, exactly. 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 But then when I draw... Then when I draw... What's like some more recent stuff I've drawn, actually? I'll show you guys more recent things. So this one's from like a year ago. The Shadow and Gura one. Where's like my more recent art? See, my like fucking camera roll is so disorganized. I have like memes and then actual pictures and then like fucking things. Nothing works, okay? Nothing like is organized at all. So I have to like actually open up Clip Studio and then be like, oh, it's right here. Here, Mr. Ageru. This I drew, when did I draw this? I don't know. And then, I drew the art for the Dakimakura. My Dakimakura, 自分で書いた. There. These are most recent. They're not, I don't know, I'm not like a professional, but I like my art. If I had more time, I would draw more. Once I finish, like, doing all this, like, also my, the Discord ping is me sending images to myself. You guys just have, like, you guys do this too. I don't know if it's, like, a me thing, but, like, I have Discord, like, a Discord server set up that has, like, my accounts in them, and then I just, like, send images between them. I use Discord as a file host, basically. Me wasting bandwidth to send pictures to myself. God bless America. Wait, and then I drew. That's pretty smart. Yeah, I'm a genius. I drew this. And see, it's not all on my Twitter, because my Twitter got fucking banned. I drew this. It's a free cloud, basically, yeah. And then I drew this. See? I'm a good arter. I'm a good artist, okay? I don't like the clothes on this one very much. I should have done better. Did you draw your YouTube thumbnails? Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes I'll draw my YouTube thumbnails. Yeah, the media ones are older. Did you go do art school? I took one art class. Was that reference pic for that one skeb? No. I was inspired by that one skeb. Yeah, I really like that art. It's a little like different than usual stuff, but I really like this. It was like one of the first skebs I got, and I was so happy. And the artist like got a lot bigger. I'm very proud of them. This is like one of my favorite skebs ever. It was so cute. I like it. I want to commission them again, but they raised their prices. They like doubled their prices, so I'm a little broke at the moment. I want to commission them again and have them like draw my new outfit, but I need to wait a little. I really like this one. It's like my favorite. I did not draw this. I'm not that good. Everyone loves it. Yeah! It's like my favorite ever though. I love it. I love it. I love it. I like it. That's like my favorite skip. Much cute though. Yeah! And then I save all my fan art in a big folder. I have everybody's fan art. Ever. Look, I like this one a lot. Butters, this is yours, right? Yeah, Butters made this for me. It's like it's like the Omori emotion chart. I like it. Yeah! I keep them I keep them all I keep them all like in the same like folder. So sometimes I go and I look through all my favorite art. Let's see. What else do I like? I love it all. I would show you guys all my favorite skebs. I had this one. I don't know if I posted this one yet. I want to use this for an ASMR thumbnail, but look how cute! Sheep ate the fan art I did of you. No! Oh, I'm feeling that. Yay! Yeah, I save all my fan art on like a big folder, and I sometimes I look through it and I'm like, wow. It's like a mix of skebs and a mix of like art of commissioned. I like this one a lot too. I draw really well, but it takes me too long. I don't ever do it. Yeah, I take forever to draw it too. I'm like stupid slow when it comes to art, so I just don't really do it as much as I want to. I have so many like projects and stuff. That's an old one? Yeah, I like that one a lot. And look, this was one of the inspiration for me to do like a Jirai K outfit, is I asked an artist to draw me like a Jirai style. Look how cute it came out! I like this one a lot. Most of my art, fan art now is based off my old hairstyle. This one was my foam paper. Oh, yeah, it was mine too actually. I really like this one. I really, really like this one. I think it's this one this one's like the Discord, the Discord picture, whatever it's called. I like this one. I like your current hairstyle. It's like Celeste Ludenberg's. I don't know who that is, but thank you. Yeah, I like both haircut styles. Miru-chan koto suki. Miru koto suki. I like this one a lot. This one makes me crack up. She ate a honey. The Sudenbergs did go from Danganronpa. I've never played Danganronpa, so that explains it. I've seen a lot about it. What else do we have? Oh, this one's so cool. Do you guys remember when Claire drew me like the little Akira slide? Because we were talking about like me driving a motorcycle. This one's so awesome. That one's freaking awesome. I don't know if Claire's here right now. He's one of my mods. Looks a lot like Celeste if you think about it. Not it. It's hella bad. Yeah. And then, yeah. I have so much good fan art. I love everybody who draws art. I love you. Yay. Yay. Yeah. Wait, so... So yeah, when I first started VTubing, I actually drew my, like, original... maybe I have it somewhere. I drew my original model and stuff. It's not that good, really. It's not that good. I think I got better, TBH. But I drew, like, this was my, like... It was a PNG tuber. Is it a headband? No, they're real berries. I'm a teddy bear. This is my, like, original... I was a PNG tuber for a while. Until, I saved up enough to afford a model from, like, streaming. So, yeah. It's PNG tuber for a bit. Not that I was there back then. Yeah, but that's still, like, it's so long ago now. This is the first one, and then this was actually the first one. This is the first one, but it was hard to... I don't really like to... I don't know, the voice, I don't know. I like... It's easier for me to talk normally than it is for me to do, like... I wanted to be, like, Onee-chan VTuber. I thought that was what everybody liked, was Onee-chan VTuber. But then I was like, well, maybe I don't have to be Onee-chan VTuber. But yeah, it says Anemiru. Anemiru. And... yeah. Now it's me. So, yeah. Don't ever believe that, like, it's too expensive to be a VTuber. Don't ever believe it's too expensive to be a VTuber. All you need to do is draw your own model. It sounds like a lot of work, but I have so much respect for people who make their own models and stuff. Probably better you drop that. Yeah, I like being me now. I like being me now. Yeah. Pinjiru, good times. Not a lot of people were there for those days, but those that were, the OGs. Nug was like the first person who subscribed to me, so Nug knows. Nug remembers. But yeah. I saved up like everything I have for streaming. I basically like free VTubing software suggestion. The thing I used was called VAEDOTube. Like VAEDOE tube. TUBE. And it's for like PNG tubers. So you open it up and there's like there's not like a full version. Like V. He's got the first thingy to prove it. Yeah, exactly. It's like, it's not like fully finished. It's called VAEDOTube Mini. Yeah, you can see it's right. I don't actually have it on, I don't know if I have it on this computer now. I don't know if I have it on my computer anymore. But you just like can upload a set amount of, like you have a talking sprite and you have a blinking sprite. Like eyes closed, eyes open, eyes closed, eyes open. Eyes closed while your mouth is open, eyes closed while your mouth is closed, and then you can alter different expressions. So you can really like customize it as much as you want, but you can just have like one expression, no blinking, that just kind of bounces up and down as you talk. There's really nothing wrong with that. And so I started with only one expression, and then like I had like a cry expression. I'll show you. I think I still have the file for all the parts. Yeah, I had like a little neutral face. This is how I did it. I had like a neutral face. And then I had like a crying face. Wait, there's a crying with my eyes open. I don't know. And then like I had a happy face. Yeah. I think it still has a little bit of charm to it, but I like having a Live 2D model now because it's much more expressive. It's much more fun, I think. You know, this is a crying face. I don't know why there's no tears when my eyes are closed when I'm crying. I think that was silly. Hi, Sinmai, welcome. So I would change that. You're talking about creating visual novels. I'm talking about my very first VTuber model. It was a PNG tuber. So yeah, honestly, you could use PNG tuber assets or like visual novel assets to make your own like if you could whip the assets, you could be like a PNG tuber based off of that like thing. I don't know if that's legality of that's questionable, but yeah, now I have lots of different models I can use. I want to use Mirukawa. 見るか使いたい。ちょっと待ってよ。もう一回。Hey, get back here, bat. You have to stay. Stay with me. 真夜中の輪叩き。帰らないでと泣いた。バララだ。あの季節が今目の前 Stay with me とてもいいんだから二人の時を泣いてララララ Yeah, I should actually add a Mirukawa thing. How much should a Mirukawa how much would the Mirukawa redeem cost? Like 5k? If you like watching with Stockholm Syndrome and the liking Chikawa, you should like Chikawa because my friend Mikan, Monomiya Mikan, likes Chikawa. Oh, I can see this working. I can do this. Wait. して二人を時を泣いてララララダンバナナの季節が今目の前 Stay with me. Yeah, perfect. I'm multiplying. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, I have my friend Monomiya Mikan make Mirukawa for me. Isn't it cute? It's based off of the Chikawa character. What's his name? Fuck, the chinchilla. Not the chinchilla, the flying squirrel. What is flying squirrel in Japanese? なんというの What is he called? He's a flying squirrel. Miruka has a purple circle on its face. And a yellow one floating off on the side. Oh, yeah. No, the purple stick is supposed to be there, silly. Ah! I didn't realize Mika added a Nike trigger. She did not tell me about that. This is just indecent. Well, that's what that button does. Get naked, get naked, get naked. Twitch bit. No! After all I've worked so hard for. I'm kind of cute. Bare buns. Do you get it? Every streamer who gets banned on Twitch gets more popular after. This is true. This is gonna be big, guys. We're gonna be naked the whole stream. Okay. That's enough playing around. Let's read the fucking visual novel. Quit showing off your bare ass. But that's fine, isn't it? You were able to do something to boast about for the ages too. Well, when she says it like that, we both smiled at each other. Ah, we meet again, Keiichi-kun. With Tomitake-san. I felt like I'd been running into him quite often. Hey, take any good pictures? Well, a few. So, Tomitake-san suddenly leaned over and whispered into my ear. You sure get around. Today you already have a different girl? It's not like that. No need to hide it. It's important to get lots of experience when you're... It's so fucking over for me. Because Tomitake-san let out such a crude laugh. Mio knew that we were whispering what we were talking about without even hearing his whispering. I've heard through the grapevine Mr. Tomitake is quite the catch himself, hmm? No, that wasn't my intention. Sure. Keep up the good work and take plenty of pictures. See ya! Mio seemed to really want to get rid of this lout quickly. From the way she spoke, it was as if Mio knew Tomitake-san quite well. How's the year treating you, mister? Staying until Watanagashi? Yep, I plan to. After photographing the festival, I plan on heading back to Tokyo. Being a photographer sure is easy. Be sure to win some award and become famous. You spend all the best years on photography after all. I don't think I'm that far gone. We just had a multi-girl harem. This doesn't represent reality. God fucking damn it. Why can't it? Why? It's not fair. It's not fucking fair, bros. Guys, when I'm living on my own, what am I gonna do? I just realized, like, people, like, go out and do things in the evening. They, like, go to parties and stuff. How do you party? What do you do at parties? Do you, like you drink? But how do you dance? How do I dance? You will live on the internet. Internet angel. Kawaii Sanjo! Alcohol usually answers that question for you. Well, okay. That's boring. But I don't just want to be like a neat. I have to like live out my best college years, okay? I have to become a party animal. I have to become a party bear. Do you guys want to hear something really embarrassing? No, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not telling you guys this. I'm not telling you guys that. I'm not going to. Don't they say that men start developing their own unique flavor in their 30s? I have to wait? Well, now you have to. No, I don't. I won't. I refuse. I've made friends, a whole 2 of them, and spent all my time with them. Hey, that's good though. I never partied despite the media presentation of college life. It's optional. Yeah, I don't know if I'd enjoy that. What does it matter what you taste like? That's so gross! She's making him so uncomfortable. Why are you doing this? Meow. So rude. Oh, look at the time. I need to get back to the inn before it gets too dark. Tomitake-san began to take his leave with a dry laugh. It did look like he was outmatched by Mio. He's probably like only 2 years older than us. Now then, I'll see you both at the festival. Maybe she doesn't like him. After waving a hand cheerfully, Tomitake-san disappeared amidst the cries of the higurashi. The way he's going, he probably won't ever get famous. I had him promise he'd display a picture of me if he ever opened up a gallery, but I don't think that'll ever happen. So you know Tomitake-san? Yeah, he's an acquaintance of sorts, but you know how easy it is to tell who's an outsider. Did you play Xenoblade 2? See, that's like a multi-layered question, because it could mean Xenoblade 2 is in the game Xenoblade 2, or is it like 2 is in like also? I'll get lots of like merchandise from Xenoblade, and then like I'll have it on my bag at all times, and then if somebody approaches me at a party, I'll be like, oh, I know what to talk about now. Be like, yeah, pretty nice keychain, huh? And I'll just be like waving a keychain of meal around all the time, and then they'll be like, ah, she has autism. And then I'll make tons and tons of friends. It sounded like you meet him all the time. Tomitake-san comes around to Hinamizawa quite frequently. Go to a party and make up Xenoblade dance moves like Blossom did. Yeah! I'm pretty sure the person I want to talk to most of the party is a girl checked out in anime gear with a challenging stare. Yeah! Well, if I go to college in Japan, surely everybody else that's a foreigner going to that college is probably a huge weeb piece of shit too, right? So it'll be easy to make friends. Everybody will be a weeaboo piece of shit. Probably, yeah. It'll be easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Or it's just people who are like, I'm gonna go to Japan because it's gonna be cool. Normies. Gotta weed out the normies. We gotta find the anime crowd. Sniff them out. Maybe 2-3 times a year? He says he's taking pictures of the seasonal scenery and wild birds, but, well, those photos are nothing to phone home about. The image Mion painted of Tomitake-san was fairly unique. The Tomitake-san I knew was more mysterious. Which bear do I look at here? Which bear do you want to look at? Thanks for the follow, B. Thank you. I don't think normies like Glorious Nippon. I mean, I think you'd be surprised. There are lots of people who come into work and buy travel books on Japan, and it's just like... It's always the same variety of person. Wife that looks normal, dude with Marvel t-shirt. So, like, you see normie tourists in Japan too, so I wouldn't assume that they wouldn't go there to college. There has to be a few that are like, oh, what the fuck, why not, kind of thing. I think you'll regret it if you tried to sniff out the weebs. It'd just be sweat. Well, it means it'd be easier to sniff out. I went to school with a few people who came to Japan just because it's better than where I lived before. I mean, that is true about if you came from America. Normies would enjoy Nippon. The weebs could like Nippon as long as they don't leave the big city. Yeah. I think for most like weebs who are like, it's heaven on earth, they kind of get like shell-shocked when they like have to rent out and they realize everybody is horribly discriminatory and then you can't find anywhere to rent. That's why I'm gonna live in a dorm for like my entire college day. And then they're like, why doesn't everybody here like anime, bro? Where's the subtitles? Some like parts of Japan while being totally ignorant of like what's actually there. Yeah, I think a lot of people make assumptions a lot about Japan, and cause now it's kind of like painted as like the cool place to go visit, you get a lot of really annoying tourists. Like, you guys see that one dude who was fucking like traveling illegally? And he was like, well, I traveled around Japan for free, and he made a stupid ass video about it. And basically the entire video summed up was like, he was hiding in the bathrooms of Shinkansen and sneaking off. And I had a weeb coworker. The culture shock probably came along strong, and they left before their contract. Really, they left before their contract was up? Jeez. That dude pissed me off. Yes. And then there was that... I almost got my Twitter banned when I saw that video. I wanted to say something, but I've gotten better after getting banned once before. Like, I can't keep doing this shit, bro. Yeah, fucking, like, then there was that one guy who got onto a Japanese, like, is this, I don't know if this is like a thing in other countries, but in Japan there's female-only train cars that come during morning and nighttime rush hour, basically just to keep women safe, really. I mean, because 時間多いからちょっと気をつけるな. There's lots of people who, like, what do they call it? In Japan, there's a specific word for it. In Japan, there's a specific word for it. It's like train molestation, or like train perverts. And it's kind of a big deal. So that's why we have the female-only train cars. When in the city I was in, the female-only car was on one line all day. Oh, for where I lived, it was like 時間. Yeah. Where I lived, it was like during rush hours it would come by. And I think that's how it is in Tokyo too. Thanks for the follow, King Satan. But this guy like walks onto it as he's making a TikTok about how totally wacky and crazy Japan is, and like the women in the car are just looking at him like, can you fucking get out? Like, why would you do that? It's for girls. Get your stinky ass out of here. That video made me mad. I was molding really hard when I saw that video. I showed it to my mom and we just kind of were like, ugh. This is why Japan hates foreigners. And I get it. It sucks because it feels like, I don't know, when I was working there, I tried really hard to be a hard worker and do my best and stuff. And it felt like, I don't know, when you see people that come to Japan and they act like shitty douchebags and they're loud and they're fucking annoying and they're stupid and they can't speak a lick of Japanese, like, I don't know, it just gives everybody a bad name. Setting back the respect that the rest of us try and scrounge up. Yeah, exactly. Like, you can be the nicest fucking person on earth, but sometimes these loud douchebags who can't fucking... Like, you know what pisses me off? People who get on the subway cars and then spread their legs open, like that really wide sit, and it's like, you fucking prick. It's never Japanese people that do that either, so it's always like tourists who don't realize that, like, you can't take up all the seats with your fat fucking legs. Put them away. Pissing me off, man. It's like everything, I don't know, it feels like you try and work really hard and make people think like, oh, foreigners aren't so bad, and then some, like, one douchebag comes on around and fucks everything up, and it's like, oh, way to set us back. How to keep your superior foreign balls cold. Yeah, exactly. Like manspreading, is that what it's called? I didn't realize that was an actual term. I know, like, mansplaining, I've heard that one. I feel like a guy getting on the women-only car and announcing, I'm here to be a deliberately, or is announcing whether I'm here to be a deliberately annoying foreigner or I'm here to do bad things. Yeah. My Korean friend talks about Asians having a culture of considering how everyone sees you, and Americans don't have it at all. Yeah, I feel like, I don't know, people care more about how other people perceive them in Japan, I think. I've noticed, like, I don't know, people don't really care here. Like, I think it's really weird how people will just, like, go out in their pajamas and shit. I've seen that, and I'm like, why? Like, what's the point of getting dressed at all if it's just fine and normal for you to walk around in your pajamas all day? I don't know. You gotta respect yourself more than that, bro. I once accidentally walked into a woman train space and I had to run to the next block. Yeah, I mean, if you do it accidentally, that's one thing. I think if you're going in there deliberately to film the women inside and make a TikTok about it, you're a huge prick. Like, yeah, there's a big difference there, I think. And it sucks. Something I've noticed is, like, this weird thing in America. I don't get it. Like, so I don't get the whole eyelash thing ladies do. Do you guys know what I mean? Like, they'll have giant fucking, like, a nest of like bugs on their eyelashes, like these super thick eyelashes, and they're like really heavy contoured makeup, but then they just wear like exercise clothes. Like, what's the point of, like, getting all dolled up and wearing, like, makeup and having, like, eyelashes that cost you $70 that make your eyes look heavy and really long nails if you're just gonna wear, like, sweatpants everywhere? I don't understand it. I'm talking about a very specific group of people. I never understood it. I never had friends with that kind of aesthetic either. Yeah, like, I just don't get it. What's the point of getting, like, why do you bother going through the effort to make yourself look nice on your face, but then, like, your clothes look stupid? Like, I don't think it looks good at all. I feel like what you wear should come first before, like, your makeup and all that stuff. Like, I don't do my makeup before I pick out what I wear. I pick out what I wear and then I do my makeup. Like, your outfit, like, your makeup complements your outfit, not the other way around. Yeah, so, I don't know, I don't get that. It's a very American thing. It's not something you see in Japan. I feel like maybe sometimes beauty standards are too strict in Japan, but, like, nobody walks around in pajamas and stuff. Picking your outfit for the stats. Yeah, like, literally. Or, like, I don't get the whole, like, trend of wearing those, like, workout pants and then, like, pulling them way up your ass cheeks. Why do they do that? It really bothers me, because I don't want to, like, stare, but it's also, like, that's hike tipper hoo-ha. Like, put it down. Put it down. Don't wear that shit. It creeps me out. Not their fashion, but how they look. You're still young and cute. They feel I mean, I do too. I like wearing makeup, but that doesn't change the fact that, like, if you're gonna put effort into your makeup, you should put effort into your wardrobe. I thrift, like, half the stuff I wear. I don't pay full price for it. I thrifted most of the stuff I have on my outfits from Mercari. So I feel like people can do the same, even if they're not into Japanese fashion. It's not that hard to dress well. Cultural confidence. It made sense maybe 70 years ago, but not anymore. I had a housemate from California who kept getting scolded by teachers for wearing booty shorts. And she just said, well, I'm gonna teach Japan a lesson. Yeah, that'll show him you dress like a whore. You know what I mean? Like, they want to feel young and pretty. Everybody wants to feel young and pretty. But I feel like your outfit should come before your makeup is all. I really don't like the thing with the eyelashes, though. I really don't like the eyelash thing that ladies do. I think we should stop that. Hormaxing. I think we should stop with the eyelash thing. I don't like it. Young and pretty? I want a walking stick. It's over for you, Oji-san. But ladies like to feel young and pretty. But yeah, I don't get it. Like, why do women... Why do you care so much about how your makeup looks if you're just gonna wear fucking... stupid shorts? Also, I want those men and women compartment. I once accidentally touched a girl's butt while on a train ride and I was super uncomfortable. I think I understand that, yeah. I think most people, like... Most men don't do it intentionally, but when you're on a train car that's super tight, it's like you're gonna bump into people kind of thing. But sometimes it's like, did they do that on purpose? Or like, are they sticking a phone up my panties? Or are they just like a guy who's trying to get to his next station? So it's hard to tell, and I think that's why like having the train cars there for ladies when during like rush hour and stuff is nice. I feel safer. I don't know. It feels really safe to have those. I appreciate Japan does. I feel like more places should have them, really. I feel like every metro system should have one. The uncomfortable part is when you're traveling with foreign women and they pull you into the female-only car. Wait, why would they do that? That's not okay. A lot of men are consistently conscious about accidentally being creepy. Yeah, it's kind of sad though, right? I've heard that before, but I think that's really sad. Like, just because of a few bad apples. So I don't think you should feel bad if you don't like, if you're not like intentionally malicious. But like, I don't know. A lot of women, it's easy to be like really on edge around men sometimes. I don't mean this in like a man kind of way. It's just like, it can be scary, you know? Because you never know like who's gonna be a creep and who's gonna be a very nice man. It's like how men at the gym just stare at the floor of the mouth. I mean, okay. I think if you're going to the gym, it's fine to look at people. I don't know. When I go to the gym, I'm like, wow, they exercise so well, kind of thing. But the paranoia can destroy. Yeah, but I feel like it goes the opposite way as well, because women are also paranoid of men. Like, in a similar way. And it sucks, because it's just like a few bad apples. It's just like a couple of douchebags, and then like every other woman has to be afraid. Like, really? To feel ugly without makeup on. I feel ugly without makeup on. Fuck it. I'll be honest, every woman wears makeup. Most women do. Tomboys don't. We use the gym ogler. Well, I just respect that people put effort into their appearance. I don't try and stare. I don't want a guy to come up and like try and rizz me up because I'm like staring at him doing sets or whatever. But I'll like glance. I'll be like, wow, good for you, you know? I think it's important when people like put a lot into their appearance. I think it's a good thing. I don't know why it's seen as so like vain to care about your appearance. It's good to care about how you present yourself, I think. Because how you present yourself is how people perceive you, really. So I think it's a good thing. Who's mirroring? I hate makeup personality. Like people who like care about makeup a lot. IDK, how women 90% of the time it looks less attractive. I mean, I think it depends on the kind of makeup. I think like that over contouring stuff, I don't like it either. Like that over contoured look. But I think, I don't know, I wear it because my skin, I don't like my skin very much. Skin irritates me. Makeup just makes you cuter. I think a problem some people have with makeup is like they think like it changes how people look intrinsically. When like I wear makeup, I think like it makes what's already cute cuter. Sometimes people change a lot, but I think it's more like an art really. If you can do it that well, that you end up looking different, then like alright, you win. If it's subtle, it can be nice. Yeah, I think it depends on the look you're going for. Something pride, sin. I think it's not wrong to be prideful that like you work out and then you are like skinny or strong because of it. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. It's good to be proud of yourself, I think. It's bad to be like self-absorbed kind of thing. Like, oh, I'm stronger than everybody else, blah, blah, blah. But like most people aren't like that, I don't think. I think you guys are wrong about like girls who don't wear makeup are prettier though. I think you'd be surprised by how many girls wear makeup. I think you'd be very surprised. You'd be very, very surprised. Okay, let's do a test. I'm gonna look up some subtle makeup looks. Look up some subtle makeup looks. Trust me, most girls wear makeup. Just because it's not like eyeliner and lipstick doesn't mean it's not there. It's there. It's there. Here, I show you. I'll tell you exactly what she has. She has like a base. This lady right here, see this? You might think like, oh, she's not wearing anything. She definitely is highlighting, contouring around her cheekbones. She has, she's doing like a highlighter on her cheeks and then on her forehead. She's also doing eyelashes, and then she has highlighter in between her little like. That's not good for me. This is not subtle at all, TBH. I looked up subtle. Not to mention photo editing. Her face looks plastic. It's obviously too perfect. Well, yeah, I'm looking at fucking models, you ding dong. Most people wear makeup, though. I think most people wear makeup. Is that like even like a little bit of blush counts? I don't think it's wrong to wear makeup, though. There aren't really that many good images of it, though. Like looking up subtle makeup. But I think there's an art to it. There's nothing wrong with it, I think. What does piss me off, though, you know, when you watch movies and stuff, and like the main character like wakes up and it's like so fucking obvious she has makeup on. It's like, oh my god, I hate that so much. Like when she's sleeping and then like she's like, I'm awake now. It's like, bitch, you've got a full fucking set of makeup on. Fuck you. Die! I hate that. It's really hard to find like subtle makeup. If I was looking at Pinterest, this would be easier, but yeah. I think most women wear a little bit. Girls don't appreciate the prettiness and imperfections, IMO. They fell for the Kim Kardashian psyop. Well, everybody wants to be perfect, silly. Everybody wants to be perfect. Everybody wants to be perfect. You might say, like, no, I don't need to be prettier. But everybody wishes they were prettier. Even a little bit. You wish you were You wish you were a 6'7" Giga Chad with abs and could pick up ladies. Makeup's not good for your skin anyways. Yeah, that's why, like, well, some of it can be. Some of it's pretty much neutral. To be honest, like, how do you say it? Non-comedogenic. Something like that. I'm not saying it right. Comedogenic. That kind of makeup is okay. I also try and use everything with SPF in it, because then I'm never gonna get skin cancer, and I'm never gonna age, and I'm never gonna get wrinkles, and I'm gonna be young and perfect forever. I like doing Jiraiya makeup. Yeah, I'll show you. I'll show you Jiraiya makeup. I don't do it at work when I go to work because I'm worried I'll like freak people out too much. But I like doing the Jiraiya. I think it looks so cute. Cause you got like the puffy eyes and stuff. I think it's nice. Nice. Carcinogenic. No, comedogenic. This is. Oh, why is it transparent? That's so hard to read, you dum-dum. Yeah, I like doing it like this is normally how I do my makeup. I try and look very pale. Not carcinogenic, it's not that. I like doing it like this. I like doing it like this. I don't care if it's obvious if I wear makeup or not, because I think I look cute, and I'm fine with that. I'm very, very cute, and that's all that matters. Conmirugen. It's like... It's like this. But it's not... Yeah, what Garfield said, I think. It's fine. Could just be the pic, but the picture is an unreal plasticky smoothness to it. I think that's really popular in Japan right now because it kind of, that like sort of look to it, that like glassy skin. It's like the glassy skin. It was got really popular in K-pop, so everybody wants like a glass skin facial. I want one, but they're like $600 fucking, and it's like, oh damn. It's easy to be pretty when you're rich, huh? It's hard to be pretty when you're a broke ass bitch. But yeah, it's... I don't believe boys in there. Like, I like when ladies have acne and they look bad and they look stupid. You're lying. Well, I don't. Does Midokama have makeup on? Look at her. She has like eyeshadow and blush. Yes. I'm not talking acne, I'm saying thinner eyelashes. Okay, well, women have acne naturally. They cover it up, silly ass. I don't like it, but I appreciate the honesty. Well, I think, like, if you don't wear makeup with some outfits, it looks silly. Like, if I were to just wear, like, my extravagant clothes, like as normal, I feel like... If I was a watermelon, I would bash you with a fucking hammer. I'd bash your skull in with a hammer, bitch. Don't talk to me again. Don't even look at me. I knew a girl who didn't. She was my high school sweetheart. Aww, that's cute. I wish I had a high school sweetheart. I was bullied, and nobody talked to me in high school. See, I didn't wear any makeup in high school, and I got bullied. So... I have issues. Did you dress nice, though? Not really, no. And then she became the bully. Yeah! No, I just wore, like, jeans and t-shirts most of the time. I didn't really like wearing clothes. I I was like tomboy and then I went a full 180 and became a girly girl. I didn't wear makeup either. Well, you're probably a boy. All the komadachi are boys. You probably just didn't notice the one. There was no one. There was no one. Every real girl has a one weird guy with a crush on her. Well, he never said anything, so he might as well not have existed. But really, like, doing makeup every day for work is kind of a pain in the ass. It takes up like half my fucking getting ready time. Sometimes I just don't eat breakfast. He was weak. So then he wasn't the one anyways. I need a strong man who's willing to confront his feelings for me. In a romantic sunset picnic, he holds my... It's not fair. Why do I have to be a neat? Why do I have to be such a neat? One of my coworkers was like, so have you made any friends here yet? And I'm just like, how? I kind of realize, like, when people are like, oh, what did you do over the weekend? I slept in. I don't do anything. Maybe this is my problem. Nobody ever taught me how to, like, have a life. You know? Why are you crying? Because nobody loves me. Like high school crushes who got me into manga. That's so cute! Are there even any clubs like anime and crochet? Oh, where would I go to clubs? I'm not in school right now. Apparently that's one of the biggest issues this age. Yeah, I'm perfectly normal. I love you. Well, komadachi should. That's different. Did you say how to have a life or wife? Both. I want both. I need both. It's fine. It's why I stream. Imagine confronting your feelings. You have to make them see it. I don't know. Once you go down the VTuber pipeline, you're doomed unless you go to cons. I want to go to cons, like the what's the one VTuber con called? That would be so fun to go with a bunch of VTubers, but I don't really talk to that many VTubers, to be honest. I don't know how to talk to people. Ofka, yeah! That one would be fun. I would do like meet and greets. She didn't feel the same way, but the rejection was good for me in the long term. Yeah, you grew as a man. I'm proud of you for saying so. I think if you don't tell her you like her, then she'll never know, A, and it means you're still a boy. You need to grow up and you need to tell her. Because it's good for both of you in the end to be honest about your feelings. Like, I see lots of pretty gals, I just don't feel anything for them. Well, yeah, I mean, women are always pretty. I wonder if he's really here to take pictures of birds. Mion stared blankly at me as if to ask, why do you say that? It just seems he's here for something other than taking pictures, I think. But I can tell you, I still hear her saying, you know, I only think of you as a friend. Aww, that's really sad. But, I think you did the right thing, though. I feel like every cringe of VTubers is dependent on one of them being an aggressive extrovert. Cringe of VTubers. Most women aren't pretty. That's so mean. That's mean. Don't you get that feeling? Like, about that incident, the dismemberment. Oh, you too? If so, you've got good instincts, Kei-chan. She agreed with what I thought, but it was quite chipper in how she said it. You knew about it then, Mion? Of course! He might be able to pull one over everyone else, but he can't fool this old-san. Mion was posturing pretentiously, but I had easily come to a very different conclusion to what she was imagining. He's trying to get with girls. I felt like all apprehensions I had about Tomitake-san disappeared, putting a burden off my shoulders. I was finally able to appreciate how clear the evening sky over Hinamizawa was. Ah! I exhaled everything in my lungs and inhaled just as much. It smelled like dusk. What is it, Kei-chan? It's just that I never thought the cries of the higurashi could feel so good. What's gotten into you all of a sudden, Kei-chan? We both continued to giggle, not really knowing why. I wonder what Reina's doing. I bet she's getting her fill of Rika-chan by now. She's probably in the middle of asking her over so she can treat her to dinner. It'd be great if she's able to take her home. I wonder. Rika-chan is pretty good at that stuff. Yeah, I feel the same. That head petting penalty was probably from Rika-chan. I thought so too. The only one who could get away with petting his head is Rika-chan after all. Just pointless chit-chat. The hot day felt like it was being cooled down by the cries of the higurashi. Is the principal a lorikon? I mean, when you look at Rika, it's hard not to be, no? Community notice. Everyone accepts head pats from Rika. Alright, let's save. End of chapter 5. Well, you don't have to say it so matter-of-factly. I know. Okay, I need to go move my laundry because I'm washing my bed sheets, and if they're not done by the time I end the stream, I'm gonna cry because then I can't go to bed. So I'll be right back. またね。ちょっと待ってね。 I was talking the whole time. I muted the sound instead of turning it back on. I'm a dork. I said I also got some tea too. It's peach tea with some local honey mixed in. Actually, local honey is pretty good for allergies, I heard. And so this one, we tasted it at like a little craft fair. Hi, Suta Purinzu. Welcome to the stream. Arigatou nya. You put the sound in the washing machine too. No, I gotta get it out. Yeah, so we went to this like local fair or whatever. Hi, welcome. And the guy like let us sample the honey, so we got some local honey. It's funny because the name of the brand is called Kino Bees. I know Kino is a place in Hawaii, but I was like, these bees are fucking Kino. Goated. It was making me chuckle more than it ought to be honest. I know she drank a honey. It was good honey. It was really fucking good. So, I mixed in a little bit with this tea time. This tea stuff. Kino bees. Yeah. I was laughing really hard about that. Is Kino near the Kamehameha Road? No. I don't know. I don't know. It's pretty good, actually. I was saying, like, when I first started streaming, my throat would hurt, like, a lot. So I would take days off just because my throat hurted. My throat hurted. My throat hurted. But now that, like, I haven't been streaming so often, I'm not used to talking so much now. I'm not used to talking as much as I do now. So I need to get back to it. It's really my neat lifestyle. It means I don't talk very much. Alright. Obi-Wan Kenobis. A few days passed since the incident. During that time, either Mion was busy or Rika-chan had to help out with festival preparations, so he couldn't get everybody together for club activities. Laundry's still on screen. Oh, thank you. It's gonna need to be there again when I have to move everything out of the dryer. Even though I thought I would never want to participate again after the years it shaved off my life each time, not having it only made my heart grow fonder. I nearly said my name. I had to book a dentist appointment the other day, and I nearly said my name was, but that's really fucking funny. I would absolutely introduce myself as Miru if I wasn't paying attention. I really am not honest with myself. Today we finally had our club activities again. These weren't the same old club activities. It was called the Watanagashi 5 Demon Fire Fight, and it was one of the biggest events in the club. Keiichi, does this yukata still fit you? Can you try it on for a second? Mom pulled out a old dusty yukata. Nah, I don't need a yukata. Those are embarrassing, so I'll just go in my normal clothes. But this is a festival. Wear it, okay? I'm so excited to get to wear my yukata again. It's in my closet. I want to wear it so bad. Dan on the other said regular clothes are just fine. Hi again! Thank you so much for resubscribing! Yay! We have a new emote, so you get to use it. Yay! Mwah! Thank you. Dan on the other said wear regular clothes. Just fine. If I was the only one wearing a yukata, it'd be even more embarrassing. I put on the same old vest as usual. I'll be going with Dan and the others. So you don't need to worry about me. Is that so? I'll be going with Dad when he wakes up. Dad let out a loud snore from the sofa. From how it looks, he must have pulled another all-nighter last night. He just finished sending in his manuscript, so he might not wake up for a while. It seems my dad writes art for magazines sometimes too. Writes art? Oh, writes for art magazines. I was like, writes art? Wait. This tea's still hot. Achoo! I never read though. I wonder if my dad is a really famous artist. Since his own son is saying something like that, I can't imagine he's selling all that well. But he's able to feed a family of 3, and my life isn't exactly full of hardships. Hey, don't be mean to your dad. It could be that he's some master painter, and I just don't know about it. Bing bong. Keiichi-kun, are you home? Uh-oh, it was already time. I didn't want them coming in here, so I was planning on leaving early and waiting outside. I love Dana's outfit. Oh my, it's Dana-chan. Thank you for always looking after my Keiichi. Ma'am, he's also been looking out for... Why are you blushing just from meeting my mom? Don't get all flustered. It really doesn't feel right. Let's go with Rena. Since Rena would continue to space out if I left her here, I grabbed her hand and dragged her out. Hand holding. Rena-chan, mite. Rena-chan, look after Katie for me. Oh, yes, ma'am. Even if it means I must sacrifice myself. Then why don't you do it right now? She waved back, even as I was dragging her away. Okay, Kei-chan, you hungry today? We'll take care of that at these stalls. You thought I'd let myself get full knowing the club activities involve stalls? Wouldn't have it any other way. Where are Rika-chan and Satoko? Are they already at the temple? Yep, Rika-chan's a festival committee member after all. Satoko-chan's probably with her as well. I see. Alright. Mion got that thing on her. Oh wait, yeah, I forgot she just carries around a fucking Glock in the... original, like why? Alright, I see. Alright, let's make some noise today. Yeah! We were already in high spirits with just the three of us there. It was way more lively at the Furude Shrine than the last time I came, far exceeding my expectations. Throngs of people crammed between rows of market stalls lined with colorful paper lanterns. Despite that, it was actually quite enjoyable. There sure are lots of people here. I can't believe they all live in Hinamizawa. I don't think so. Everybody attends the Watanagashi. I think about half the village is here. Only half? It's not just that. Municipal and other youth councils from neighboring towns and villages advertise the event as well. That's right. There aren't that many students at our school, but there's a lot of kids here today. It just doesn't feel like a festival until there's kids running around after all. That's true, I agree. Ah, hello and good evening. These two knew everybody we came across. Of course I greeted them as well, but I still wasn't really familiar with everybody yet. Oh, Rena-chan, thanks for the food you brought me a while back. My son loved it. He said it was delicious. Ah, it was nothing at all. I'm glad you liked it. Say hello to Kazuma-kun for me, please. Hey, if it isn't Sonozaki Ojo-chan, I'm in charge of a stand this year, so make sure you come visit. Pops, have you gotten fatter? You'll just end up having a heart attack with a gut like that. Oh, this kid here is new. Are you one of her underclassmen? He's one of my members. An upcoming hopeful. If you cross him, he'd crush your stand in one night. Got a little Missy seal of approval, I see. Hope you take it easy on me. As you could imagine, Mion was chatting away with the old guys running each stall. Mii-chan is really energetic after all. She's really popular with the older men. Kimo. I think Dane is quite popular too, being cute and all. That was, of course, so long as her little condition didn't flare up. But as long as she's blushing quietly, she's still pretty cute. Hey, she's adorable even when she's a weirdo. Huh, I'm popular with some people. Really? Really? With some people. Miu reluctantly relates to Mion. I evaded giving her a straight answer by roughly tossing her hair. Thanks for the follow, Dragon. Vey. The stall keepers came all the way from town. It's really not a festival without them after all. So we're just gonna mess with them now? I don't care what kind of match it is. I'm gonna win it. Oh yes. I'll try too. Hey! You're all really late. It's unacceptable to keep a lady waiting. Oh, my bad. So, where's this lady I've kept waiting? What did you say? Alright, Satoko was in top form as well. Seems she was all excited from being able to get to everybody together in the club for the first time in a while. Oh, Rika-chan. Cute. Rena let out an elated sigh. It seemed that the real lady had made her appearance. Konbanwa, minasan. So cute. So cute. I got honey on my mouse. I didn't realize my fingers were sticky. I should not have just licked my mouse. God only knows what I've just absorbed into my mouth. Whoa! Cute. So cute. wanna take her home too. Cute. So cute. What do you think the kids as well? Ooh, looking good. You're looking sharp again this year. But as an Oji-san, I can't get away with the whole I want to take her home thing. Cute! Gonna take you home! Rika-chan was wearing a Shrine Maiden outfit. Yep. Dana's little outburst was completely understandable. Rika-chan's clothes sure do look like the real deal. Is that a real Shrine Maiden outfit? My grandmother made them by hand. They're quite authentic. Rika-chan has an important task to do at the end of the festival, so she's wearing this. I see. Rika-chan was on the executive committee because she performed all the Shrine Maiden rituals for the festival. My work is only during the finale of the festival, so I can still play for a little while. But we cannot afford to waste any time. Let us begin! How right! I want to adopt her. 私も。確かに確かに. It felt good to wander around the festival, just the 5 of us. Mion called everybody over to a stand that caught her attention and proposed a rather odd competition. Takoyaki eating desu! Everybody has to buy their own. Ready, go! This isn't fair for little ones. A stander in the vendor stalls. The takoyaki stand! What exactly was standard for these kinds of events? Was the fact that they were simply balls of dough, takoyaki in name only. Wait, nanda! It burns! Are you okay, Keiichi-kun? Have some water! My, eating the scalding takoyaki whole is suicide! I guess the trick is to buy the ready-made ones that have already been left here for a while. They really don't taste good. Oishiku nezo. The stall next to it was a shaved ice stand. It was still a bit early in the season for that, but right then it didn't matter. Let's do shaved ice this time. It's a shaved ice eating race. Ready? Go! Shaved ice eating race? Oh, she has sensitive teeth. I can't! As long as you can melt it a little bit with your body heat, then it's so cold! Not smart. This old man ordered it with plenty of syrup. It'll melt quickly when it's mixed up. Those stooges were too late. The moment they chose to tackle it head-on was their downfall! Whew. Finally finished! Keiichi-chan is done! That was too fast. It couldn't be! Keiichi-kun, you didn't add water from the goldfish tank behind you, did you? Kimo! That can't taste very good. That's disgusting. That's fucking disgusting. Next to that was another old favorite. I was hoping it would be yakisoba. A cotton candy stand. Why don't we do this one next? Of course, it's a speed eating contest! Hey, how do we eat cotton candy quickly? How? On Satoko's mark, Mion, Satoko, and I all compressed the cotton candy with our bare hands. This time it took to stick the whole thing in our mouths 3 seconds. I expected Satoko to figure it out, but I didn't think Kei-chan would too. I can't have you treating me like I'm a newbie forever, can I? It won't taste very good. Rika-chan had also crushed it between her hands and stuck it in. It's just sugar. This is probably the only place in Japan where people eat cotton candy like this. I think only Dana's cotton candy was happy with how it was eaten, but it felt like we ended up doing stuff like eat the noodles through the nose contest, or human water pump at the goldfish scoop at the rate things were going. Human water pump? This old man will probably still win too. I am simply no match for Mion-san when it comes to eating repulsive things. Yeah, seriously. What's up with you guys? Are you telling me you don't want to have a blue Hawaii top yakisoba? Eating a contest? There's a bug on my screen. Fuck you, bitch. I fucked that guy up. Shake, shake! Both Satoko and I shook our heads in unison. Like filling the goldfish water and spitting it out to fill a can we have a game that doesn't involve food this time? Can we? Dana's proposal was a godsend. It was about time we played a different kind of game. But it also seemed like neither Dana nor Rika-chan were any good at speed eating or gorging themselves. Okay, Dana. I'll let you pick out the next game. Anything is fine. Well then. I'm going to be the judge. Find cute things on festival grounds. You have 1 minute. Fine by me. I know exactly what Rena likes. All right. I think I can win with that. Ready, go! Oh. Why don't Keitsu-kun and Rika-chan starting? Why not? Mio and Satoko dashed off madly, but Rika-chan and I calmly stayed right where we were. Could it be you've already found it? The cute thing? It's Rika. You have already found it. Keitsu-kun, Keiichi too? Yeah. What is it? I can't wait. Both Rika-chan and I stood motionless for those few moments before Mion and Satoko returned. This is probably the first time we've gone head-to-head like this. It will be the first. Rika-chan, you already expect to win with that, huh? I am a member of this club as well. Win by any means is our society's third rule. Rika-chan sneered to the best of her ability. You're on! Both Mion and Satoko came back, each with their own plan of attacks stuffed in their arms. Okay then, let's go in order. Let's start with the club president meeting. Too bad, you guys. I'm ending this now. This is old man brought this. Where did she get those? They were old tin diamond-shaped things. Pleb curry, snake oil incest, or donamin C. How about this? That's very understated. A little too understated, Neil. I used to see those stuck up on barbed wired fences. They're more nostalgic than cute. Can you explain what part of this is cute? But there were puffs of smoke noisily shooting out of Dana's ears and nose, almost like a steam train. I didn't get it. I shall be up next. It is this! It was the hand-drawn poster from the Ladies' Society, Roasted Corn Stall. It was a really bad sketch done by a housewife. An anthropomorphic roast corn drawn on it without any sort of real plan. Its very existence invited a sense of sorrow to the viewer. Bleep! That was the sound of blood jetting out of Rena's nose! It seemed to have been rated higher than Mion's. I really didn't get it. It feels like your autistic sense is a bit avant-garde by about 5 eons. Oh, those were nothing but mass-produced signs after all. They had no chance against something hand-drawn. I couldn't even begin to follow the way those guys were thinking. Then I won't be next. Next is Rika-chan, is it? What can you even do without anything? Did Satoko and you both forget? If Rika-chan felt like it, she could simply... After moving back 10 yards, she began waddling up to Dana. Seeing that, both Mion and Satoko gasped. Oh no! Too late! Rika-chan tripped over nothing and lay motionless after falling down. Dana hurried over to her. Rika-chan, daijoubu kana? Daijoubu kana? Rika-chan had a lump on her forehead and tears welled up in her eyes. Only her fingers peeked out from her sleeves. This was the vital part, and the palms of her hands were covered by her sleeves. She made a single sound. Meow. Oh, cute, 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 cute. Going to take you home. I'd completely forgotten about that. The play that I personally had to use. Dana's face went completely red, her head bobbing back and forth with excitement. She embraced Rika-chan and began rubbing her cheek against her. Rika-chan, a fearsome opponent. I'd expect no less from her. Not a single element was overlooked. Dori! Sirloin maiden! Brink of crying! Mew! It was perfect! A simple trip transcended into pure moe. Now this is what you would call art! Dori 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 kami kawari tsukyuu! Kei-chan is a pretty weird definition of art. I just pretend the sharp sting of those words cutting through me like a razor was a figment of my imagination. Rika-chan turned her gaze on me with a daunting smile as she was caressed by Dana, who was in full cute mode. Now, Keiichi, can you beat me? Nobody can beat Dodori. Tsuyoi sugiru! Good night, Kilo. Yasumi. That cold smile is frightening, Rika-chan. It must be my imagination, but I see a demon inside of her sometimes.
Kei-chan seems to have his own plan of attack. I wonder what he's gonna show her. I also wish to observe the play Keiichi-san will make. Could it be? Is Keiichi-san also going to do a performance? I basked in their pointed stares. I pulled Dana, who had no sign of canceling out of cute mode, away from Nika-chan. Oh, cute thing, Keiichi-kun, ikuzo! I'll show you something even cuter, so just hold on for now. Huh? Oh, something even cuter? But it's a bit too crowded here. Let's go back there. Dana looked very surprised as I pulled her behind the shrine. I cannot fathom what Keiichi-san could possibly be planning. This is Kei-chan after all. No, it couldn't be. Keep on fighting, yeah! After a bit, I returned. And after a bit after that, so did Dana, dragging her feet. There's no way that scoundrel Kei-chan did something to innocent little Dana. Both Mion and Satoko passed by me, heading straight to Dana. What exactly did he do to you? For a moment, Dana was too dazed to realize someone was talking to her. Oh, it's me. Oh. Dana, are you alright? Did Kei-chan do anything to you? No, he didn't do anything strange to me. This is quite severe. Exactly what did Keiichi-san show you? It was so cute. Oh. Cute? What did he show you, Dana? Dana let out a really long howl. Her eyes sparkled as she spoke. Cute. So cute. It was Keiichi-san's furry little seal. The blink of an eye, Mion and Satoko's elbow smashed into my face. Huh? Oh, what? What? Showing Dana something so... You sick pervert! I shall have you beaten to oblivion! Wait, you've got it all wrong! A dark billowing aura flowed from Mion and Satoko. It was no good. They're gonna kill me! Mii-chan, I'm not sure what's going on, but you got it all wrong! You see, Keiichi-kun had... It's a fur seal keychain. Thank you for the follow, James. These girls are perverts. I mean, taking her away to show her something so cute? One could only assume the worst out of kids. Mika-chan stuck her hand into my pocket and pulled out a keychain. Eh? He said he made it a long time ago for one of his summer school assignments. He said he doesn't show it to others often because it's embarrassing. Yeah, so small and cute. He tries his best to make it. It's so wonderful. I think it would hurt a guy's pride if that was described as cute. Eh? Naze? Why? Is that not the end goal? Oh! This old man, Oji-san, thought you meant... Yeah, I'm not reading it, it's gross. I'd expect no less from Mion-san. You misconstrue things in the wildest ways. They slung insults at each other and looked like they were ready to tear into each other at any second. I beg of you, if I'm in the clear, would you mind getting off of me? Oh, they're still... We were interrupted by the flash of a camera. This guy's a creep. They're not cute unless they're micro. Wakarimasen. Hey guys, you all seem energetic as usual. It was Tomitake-san. As I lay crumpled on the ground, Mion and Satoko continued to bicker above me. Dana-chan was patting me on the head, and Dana was still in cute mode. It was probably quite a lively scene. It's a fine evening indeed, although it's rather poor etiquette to photograph a lady without her permission. That's right. At least you don't really need Satoko's permission. Satoko dug her heel into me. Good evening. You're heading back tomorrow, aren't you? I'm not tackling that, sorry. Okay. Were you able to take lots of good photos? Thanks to you, I got plenty of good shots. Tonight's the last we can see old Tomitake-sama, is it? That's such a shame. Hurry and have your major breakout soon. Just as rude as ever, aren't you? I really am sad I won't be able to hear that voice of yours for almost half a year. Be sure to have as much fun as you can tonight. You'll be back to Tokyo tomorrow, after all. That's true. It'll be another 6 months, until I can enjoy another night where I can see the stars. Tomitake-san looked up at the night sky cheerfully. At that moment, even though he was smiling, I sensed a bit of sadness. Why not just move out here, Oji-san? Why don't you move here, Tomitake-san? In Hinamizawa. Tomitake-san was speechless. It's not very convenient here. No shops or recreational spots. There might not really be much of anything here, you know. Everyone knew what I was trying to say. Tomitake-san was also well aware. So Reina, Miyano Satoko, and Rika-chan, none of them butted in. I've only been here for less than a month, so I don't really know everything about it. Normally I'm a pretty talkative guy in situations like this, but I'm at a loss for words. Even though all this was happening in such a boisterous setting, it felt like the background noise was fading into the distance. This place is probably... Tomitake-san rested his hand on me gently, silencing me. Thank you, Keiichi-kun. Mion-chan, Reina-chan, Satoko-chan, Rika-chan. Tomitake-san's smile was... I don't understand what's happening here. Why... What did he mean? Looked as if he was going to crumble at any minute, but it was warm. I also think it would be great, if I could live here. Those might have been cruel words for coming from a kid who didn't need to worry about working to feed himself. Oh... A hand touched my back. It was Dana. Keiichi-kun, you shouldn't pick on adults. It's not nice. The background clamor of the festival returned. I won't be seeing him for a while, after all. We need to make sure Tomitake-san also enjoys tonight. When Dana smiled, the mood instantly got brighter. That's true. I think I'll do just that. Hey, Mii-chan, how about it? Can we let Tomitake-san know our club activities? That's a great idea, or so I thought, but Mion had a snobbish look on her face. One of the requirements for membership is residency of Hinamizawa, you see. Why is she such a bitch? Oh, come on, Mii-chan, just for today. Don't be mean. Well, he does come around often every year. I'll make him an honorary citizen. Wow! Yay! Now then, I wonder if this aged fellow well past his prime will be a match for me. Let's have him show us the wisdom of a mature adult. Can you keep up with this young... This sounds so creepy. Tomitake-san stepped back slightly at her audacious grins. I, Mion Sonosaki, Club President, do by authorize honorary citizen Tomitake's entry into our club. Her words were quickly drowned out by our cheers. What do you mean by club? What our club does, you see. In order to cope with the complicated society, we perform various activities with various rules. Sometimes they are in your favor, and sometimes they work against you. I'm pretty weak, so I'd prefer you not single me out. Let's try and get along. If you wish to mock our childish games, then this will be the perfect opportunity. We'll leave you with nothing. We won't even leave the hairs on your butt. So it's a club where we play games together. Of course, Rika-chan was the only one who gave her an answer that made sense. Alright, just what I wanted. I'll take you up on the challenge. Don't be too rough on me, my mentors. Tomitake-san got riled up and did a victory pose like he was 10 years younger. That's perfect! We continued walking through the festival with Mion in the front, and then we looked like a family of 6. It had some intensity to it. Same rules as always. The loser, of course, will be subject to penalty. Tomitake-san was a bit surprised, but to us it was just the same as always. Regardless of how terrible a penalty it was. Just don't lose! Dana was also brimming with determination. She didn't have any intention of losing. That's true. I tousled Reina's hair to lighten the mood. She giggled to hide her embarrassment. I want these two to date already. They're too cute. I see. This is what it means to feel like a kid again. Tomitake-san whispered that to nobody in particular. At that moment, we heard an old man call out in a strong voice. Looking over, I realized it was the man Mion had greeted right before the festival. You're here, little Miss Sonozaki. Seems you brought quite the crowd. We came to eradicate your entire stall. His stall was a shooting gallery. It was the usual setup where you had to knock down the prize you wanted with a cork gun. The rules are simple. 3 shots and the winner is whoever gets the biggest prize. Everybody shouted in their agreement. There was no need to consider how to win, because the condition for victory was simply size. The biggest prize at the stall? It went without question. It was that one, wasn't it?
Oh, the teddy bear. Cute!
Dana was gazing longingly at a large stuffed animal. It was intentionally placed on an unsteady platform, so it was possible to get it down if you hit it in the right spot. It's magnificent. Set up to make someone think that.
Not bad, Keiichi-san. I figured you would see through this scam instantly.
The most logical course of action would be to aim for some candy or a doll. The intent analysis had already begun. In this club, you'll get eaten alive if you don't come prepared. Everything hinges on what you plan and can come up with before the main event. At some point, a large crowd had gathered around us, making a fuss. There was this much of a following for this club's infamous event?
Knocking that bear down ensures a win.
Only 3 shots. To use them all? Just trying? That'd be rough.
Hey, I have other customers waiting, you know.
Who's up first? The first one has the advantage of being able to aim for the easier prizes, but it's dangerous to compete without knowing the gun's quirks. Tomitake-san's take on the situation was pretty good. He gets what our club is about.
Well then, to be fair, how about using rock, paper, scissors to decide? How about it?
That's really the only way.
Down, down, bong!
After a couple of matches, it ended with Mion being first. I didn't want to end up first. Ah well, I'll just think of this as a handicap.
Gramps' gun. Here you go.
When the shooting range guy handed her a rifle, Mion looked over it intently. She didn't forget to check the cork bullet either. Okay, this gun is brand new, isn't it? No faults, not bad. Mion nazed the gun with one swift motion. It was completely different from her careful inspection. She was shooting from the hip? Not it. Fire! Reload. Fire! Reload. Fire! Flop. Flop, flop.
3 candy boxes fell, one after the other.
A big haul. The crowd paused in a moment of awe and then erupted in cheers. Wow! Awesome! That was quite good. Tomitake-san was at a loss for words, seeing such shooting prowess.
Amazing, Mi-chan! 3!
Her accuracy was incredible. Her choice of targets wasn't bad either. The 3 Mion had gone after were fairly large and pretty easy to knock over. They were all targets with a very high return on investment. Who's up next? Satoko?
Careful, the bullets are light.
Next was Satoko. The rifle looked a bit big for her lithe body, but didn't seem like she had any problem with the weight.
Of course, I shall aim for the grand prize.
She proclaimed that she was going after the teddy bear. Damn, Satoko, such a big, bold move.
The moment she knocks it over, she's guaranteed to be in first.
Good luck, Satoko-chan. Satoko was the opposite of Mion. She aimed quite carefully and squeezed the trigger.
Bop, bop. These bullets are too light!
The first 2 bullets struck the bear's torso, but only shifted a little bit. You need to aim higher towards the head or it won't work! Satoko's 3rd bullet wasn't aimed at the bear, but the candy box below its arm.
I hate to say it, but it appears the bear is just too much for me. She's going after the Miru. Yay!
She went boldly after the big catch, but since she switched over to less impressive prey at the last second, the crowd only gave a strained laugh. They were laughing because she lacked the courage. These fools know nothing. A fine attempt, Satoko. You've gotten better. A palm of Mion's outstretched hand went poof as it tapped down lightly on Satoko. She appeared to be talking hot air, but this was actually completely calculated. Damn that Satoko. Just to avoid being in last place, she dared to switch over to an easy target? Without shame or honor. Magnificent.
I'll allow you to take the bear, Dana-san. I pray for your victory. Okay. Thanks so much, Satoko-chan. Oh, bear sounds so cute.
Dana was up next. She couldn't hit the broadside of a barn as regular Dana, but she said that bear was cute. I wonder how Dana-chan will do. I hope she's able to hit at least one. You're underestimating Dana-san, Tomitake.
Hi, David.
It's Dana, you know. It's Dana Ryugu, you know. If it was to get that teddy bear... Whoa! Tomitake-san wheeled around to see what was the commotion all the spectators were making. If it was too great to get the bear, she'd be able to shoot through a pinhole. The one known as Rena could do it.
Shaking. It's shaking. Oh, cute.
Dana couldn't hide her excitement over the bear's slow rocking. Now Dana couldn't lose!
Not bad, Dana-san. The less collected you become,
the stronger you get! Whoa! Another big cheer! Dana's bullet hit the bear's forehead again! Not enough. The bear seemed to wobble more than before.
But it might not be possible.
You never know. With Dana-chan's skill, it just might be. While Tomitake-san was just as excited as the rest of the crowd, Rika-chan's analysis was not swayed by emotion. If Dana had 10 more shots, she surely could knock it over. But with just one more, no matter how you looked at it, no go!
What chapter is this? I think this is 6. Chapter 6.
Ow! The crowd let out a dejected groan. It had shot right in the forehead 3 times. It was a bit late, but they gave her a good round of applause for the attempt.
Aww, Bear-san, take him home. Aww.
She should be praised for her valor, but she had no trophies to show for it. At that moment, the old man flicked one of the candy boxes with his finger and handed it to Dana. It's for you, little lady.
Huh? You're giving this to me? Oh.
The gods wouldn't forgive me if I let you go home empty-handed after such a display. There was another round of applause. Dana turned bright red, and I pulled her back over to us by her hand. You did a good job. Your cute mode really surprised me.
Oh, I really wanted Mr. Boo.
It was so easy to see that it only needed a little bit more to be knocked over. Dana had done quite a lot for me. I still needed to pay her back for that delicious picnic. All right, then. I'll get it and give it to you. What? Tomitake-san had stolen the words right out of my mouth.
Oh, you sly dog, Tomitake. Trying to rizz up my girl. Fuck you up. Okay.
Please.
Tomitake-san. Ganbatte ne.
Damn you, Tomitake! Stealing the good parts for yourself. A small hand stretched over and fell gently on my head before I was overcome with frustration.
You just keep on fighting too, Keiichi, okay?
Tomitake-san carefully studied the bear. Setting its sights, he shouldered the rifle, holding the other 2 shots in his hand. Why is he doing that? Yes, no doubt. Tomitake-san is aiming for... Pop! 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 The time between shots was short. It was meaningless to shoot again once it stopped shaking, so Tomitake-san was relying on rapid fire to win the battle! It was visibly wobbling much more than it ever had before, but that was all. It didn't fall over.
Oh, damn.
All of Dana's momentary expectations from watching it sway violently turned into a dejected sigh. I really thought it would work. Oh, it seems that since you're a man, you will not be receiving any candy. That was it. It meant Tomitake-san had no spoils of war. So both Kei-chan and Rika-chan can just shoot down the small easy prize to avoid being dead last. Avoid being the loser, huh? Oh, sorry about that. It's your turn next, Keiichi-san. Best of luck. I was the 5th shooter. I took the rifle from Tomitake. If it took the ruthless route, as Mion suggested, I'd go for a small target. Except, when I picked up the rifle, I definitely got a feeling from it. It was burning passion! Passed down from me by Tomitake-san. The regret of not being man enough to fell the bear that Dana wanted. Yes, that's right. If I didn't aim for the bear, then I wouldn't be a man! After all, that was my promise. To Dana.
Huh? What promise? What?
To shoot down that bear, then give it to Dana. That one.
You mean...
The crowd went wild when they saw our conversation. Woo! Kakuyo-ni-chan! You got balls for that, man. That's not it, fine men of the crowd. If I didn't do this, then Dana might mug the old man running the stall on his way home. No, that's not it. It's not it at all. Why can't I just express my honest feelings?
Dana-chan suki kana?
Keiichi surely talks the talk, but how do you intend to actually bring down the bear?
Dana and Tomitake-san's shot did make it tilt a bit. I think finishing the job will still be difficult. Keiichi-kun, if
only there was some way to shoot faster. Then I'd be able to pile on the power from the sway with each hit. Good luck, Keiichi-kun! After taking 2 deep breaths, I shouted over to the guy, 2 more rifles! Huh? The crowd murmured amongst themselves. I wonder what Keiichi-san is up to. One person can't handle 3 rifles at once. I get it. Nice thinking, Keiichi. Mian was able to figure it out magnificently. Basically, what was taking the most time was reloading each shot. That's right! Then, by putting 3 preloaded rifles next to each other, Tomitake-san went silent, peering at me, and the bear through his lens. The photographer's blood predicted a miracle would occur. Then the crowd finally picked up on what I was planning. They let out a great cheer. They chanted my name, KT! Rapid fire is the key. If I miss, then all is for naught. Whew. After letting out a deep breath, I paused. Relax. Now! That moment, it felt like time itself had stopped. I felt like I could see the trajectory of the bullets. It hit, and knock it down! The first shot hit the bear on its head. The second, the third, the bear swayed hard, and then... Woohoo! Yeah! Whoa! Cheers began before the stuffed animal finished falling from the shelf. The guy caught it before it hit the ground and tossed it over to me. Woohoo! You actually knocked it over. You got me! Amazing! Congratulations, Keiichi! Keiichi-san has finally learned how to use his head! I see you in a slightly better light now. I didn't do it all by myself. Everyone hit it, and those small hits together brought it down. The trophy belongs to all of us! Yeah! Cinder's cheering! Woohoo! Cinder's cheering too. Meow! Meow! I know. I feel a sense of accomplishment. Keiichi has taken down the middle! Creature is pleased by this display of heroicism. It rejoices, singing the song of its people! Bye-bye, Monarch. Mata na. Thank you for coming. Right. This is from all of us working together. Mii-chan didn't hit it a single time. Ugh. After holding up the teddy bear like it was a championship trophy, I handed it to Dana. Here. This is from me. No. From everyone. Thanks for always making our delicious lunches. Dana, thinking she was never actually going to get it, was momentarily speechless. I can't. Keiichi-kun. This is everyone's after all. Oh. In that case, I was the one who knocked it down. And it's mine. It's mine, so I'm giving it to Dana. I pushed the stuffed animal towards her again. This time, she embraced and accepted it. You've watched out for me ever since I moved here, after all. I'm really grateful, you see. Thanks a lot. Wow! Keiichi-kun! Thanks so much! Dana dove at me. Kawaii. Mion told me a few days later that Dana kissed me, but I didn't realize it during all the excitement at the time. Yes! Yeah! Yes! Fucking go! Woo! I'm definitely getting a mad text from my mother telling me to shut the fuck up after that one. Are you okay? No. I'm better than okay. I live vicariously through visual novels because I have no friends and no game. I remembered what I was trying to say to Tomitake-san earlier. There really isn't much of anything here, but there are lots of things you can't find anywhere else. I gained a lot from coming to Hinamizawa, especially at that moment. The crowd's cheers echoed on and on. From the altar set up in front of the shrine, the drums sounded with a booming echo. It was the finale of the festival. I'll be going off then. Uh-oh. I need to go and get myself a good spot, too. Well then, everyone. See you in a bit. Botika-chan and Tomitake-san gave their farewells and disappeared into the crowd. I wish both of you the best in your endeavors. Now, shall we be off? Yeah, might as well go see Rika-chan's charming figure. She's 9. Let's go. Yeah. Huh? Where's Dana? What are you doing? Bye-bye, Cal. Have a good day. Keiichi-kun, Mii-chan, Tasukero. Since she was carrying such a ridiculously large stuffed animal, she was being carried by the flow of people. What is she doing? She must have her hands full taking care of that bear. So I'll leave Dana in your care, Kei-chan. I have my hands full taking care of Satoko. Who would want to be looked after by you, Mion-chan? Oh, please don't pull on my arm. Before losing sight of Mion, I grabbed on the back of Dana's collar. Keiichi-kun, not there. Don't grab me there. Always so bossy. Where can I grab then? I didn't feel ashamed at all. Dana was ashamed enough for the both of us. I grabbed onto Dana's hand and dashed after Mion and the others. We're gonna be late. Let's hurry up. Yeah! I hadn't realized Dana's hand was so delicate. Maybe she needed a bit more exercise and nutrition? That wasn't what I meant, not at all. My ears burned. I tried to keep calm. I repeated the phrase, "Keep it together, Keiichi Maibara," in my mind, but it didn't look like I would be able to anytime soon. I really didn't want Dana to see my face right then. So I pushed onwards, dragging her along, without even looking back once. I love Dana so much, guys. What the fuck? She's so cute! Kawaii sugeru! I want one. Where do I get one? Nah. I want one. There's already a huge group of people gathered at the altar in front of the shrine. You don't have Keiichi, Riz. I guess not. I need to get good at shooting. The fire at the altar made it burn just as brightly as midday, and just as hot. There was a pile of futons worded with sanctified rope at the altar. Come to think of it, they did say it was a festival where they did something with the cotton in the futon. Keiichi-san! Rena-san! We're over here! Kochi oide! Satoko waved her hand from the front row. Sorry. Making our way through the masses of people, we reached the spot they saved. How was it? Were you able to find a little bit of excitement with Rena? You punk! So that's what your plan was? Instead of replying, Mion gave us a perverse grin. How was it, Rena? Was Keiichi's hand bigger than you thought it would be? Hey, you know what they say about big hands? Wait, is the thing that people are like, oh, you know what they say about big hands? Is that true? Or is that just like, the people just like say that? Is it true? Or is it just a meme? You're confusing it for big... No! It's big hands. I know it's big hands. I know it's big hands. I know it's big hands. It's big hands. Why do people say that, though? Is it true? I'm gonna sit here and not proceed with the dialogue until somebody gives me a straight answer. It's feet. Yes and no. It typically means they grew? Huh? Wait, so if you have big feet, you have big willy? Oh, I thought it was hands. I thought people said hands. It might be both. Supposedly they're the same length. Huh? What's your shoe size, Chan? What is it? I'm not gonna say it. Don't tell me. Don't tell me! I don't wanna know. Come on. Oh, they're gonna turn bright red. Puffs of steam shooting off of her. But really, it's just separate? Oh, so is it not true? I think you need proportional hands to hold. I heard something slice through the air and turned around to see Mion on the ground with a welt on her face. Mion, when were you hit? Between the hat and all of her hair, I think. Rena, it's not good to punch your friends to hide your embarrassment. I didn't hit her. Whatever. Thump! The thunderous beat of the drum echoed, silencing the crowd. You must all be quiet. It's beginning! It was a solemn ritual. Rika-chan entered, dressed as a shrine maiden, followed by members of the municipal committee. The elders all looked at Rika-chan and clasped their hands in praise. The only thing that was allowed to disturb the profound silence was the flash from Tomitake-san's camera. What's the big thing Rika-chan is holding? A hoe that's used for a hoe that's used for this festival. It's a sacred farming tool that only the shrine maiden may touch. It was an awkward shape for a piece of farm equipment, not uncommon to something used in rituals. After reciting a Shinto prayer, Rika-chan approached the pile of futons gathered at the altar. She swung the hoe skillfully, plowing it into the futons. Each and every little movement of this performance probably had to be done in a certain way. Without a doubt, this was ritual. What's next? Airing out futons? She's purifying futons that absorbed illness from people over the winter. So when Kei-chan said airing out the futons, he wasn't completely wrong. Rika-chan's face was already dripping with sweat. The hoe is probably really heavy. She staggered side to side with the momentum of each swing. Satoko looked on silently, lending her support. Worried? Rika practiced every single day with a mochi hammer. She will certainly prevail. Satoko's hands were sweaty. Whenever Rika-chan started to sway a little, she held her breath. Why wasn't Mion a candidate to be the shrine maiden? It feels wrong having Rika-chan swing around something so heavy. I'd do it if they asked me, you know? And well, it's not something just anyone could do. That's true. Shrine maidens need to be pure after all. Myung drove her elbow into my side. With the thought of the big drum, Rika-chan gave a solemn bow and descended from the altar. That triggered the sound of generous applause. After the Shinto priest had raised up the cleansed futons like a portable altar, all the spectators stood up. Following after the priest, we marched on at a moderate pace. They descended the shrine's giant stairs in a line. What's happening now? Washing the futons in the river? Watanagashi means setting cotton adrift, you know. Watanagashi. The procession continued right up until the bank of the stream. A fire stroked high, and it was bright as day here, too. People started crowding and clamoring. All right, get in line. Line up, Keiichi-kun. I wonder what was up. Maybe we'd get some holy wine? Red and white bean buns? Like watame. Wata? Wata? Is wata cotton? Like wata ame means cotton candy. It's not food. I said it was cotton. But of course, they didn't call it the Watanagashi for nothing. I finally understood. The municipal committee members pulled out the cotton from inside the futons, balled it up like mochi, handing it out to people. Dana dove into the line and brought some for me out as well. We then proceeded to the bank of the stream. Since it's your first time, Keiichi-kun, just copy what I do. She held the cotton in her right hand, waving her hand as if to purify it. She touched to her forehead, chest, navel, and both thighs. You do this 3 times and silently give thanks to Oya Shiro-sama. Oya Shiro-sama? What's that? The name of the shrine's god? Yes, it's the guardian deity of Hinamizawa. It brings both miracles and curses, so you must be sure to show it respect. That sounded like a pretty frightening god, but, well, Ren and Rome. I was officially a resident of Hinamizawa now, after all. Doing as Zaina showed me, I touched the cotton over myself 3 times. Thank you, Oya Shiro-sama. Arigato, Oya Shiro-sama. Arigato, Oya Shiro-sama. This way, all the evil that possessed you is sucked out by the cotton. Then you let it gently drift away on the stream, and you're done. What if it's polyester and not made out of cotton? They're just fucking polluting these rivers. Thanks for the follow, Aceler XR. Arigato nya. This can't be good for the environment. So long as it's natural, like 100% cotton, it's biodegradable. Cotton doesn't hold up too well in water. It'll break down, and as long as fish don't eat it, it should be fine. But polyester is really bad. So I just hope it's 100% cotton. Together, Dana and I set our pieces of cotton afloat on the surface of the water. The flowers of cotton blooming in the water had sucked out all the evil festering in Hinamizawa and drifted off, disappearing into the distance. It was wonderful, like those floating lantern festivals I'd seen on TV. The best part, though, was feeling this rite of passage made me a true resident of Hinamizawa. They do this every year, and any breeds of fish that eat it are long extinct. That's true. Yeah. If they're doing it every year, they're fucked already. Polyester is plastic. Yeah, I know. I know, dum-dum. I literally crochet. You think I would crochet without knowing what, like, different types of yarn are comprised of? Most of my garments are actually... I found this type of yarn I really like for crocheting. It's recycled cotton to make it into yarn, so I've been using that a lot. I really quite like it. Even though I don't like how it's packaged in plastic every time I open up a new package of it, I really wish they would, like, ship it in paper or something, but... You do what you can, I guess. Well, starting off into the stream, I somehow got separated from Dana. I wasn't very lonely, though. I know this place now. This is where I live. My home. It's probably better if I just stay here instead of wandering around aimlessly. Someone would surely find me while I was enjoying the evening breeze. I hear a familiar voice. It was Tomitake-san's. I headed towards it. How did it go, Tomitake-san? Were you able to get some good shots? Yeah, fortunately. Tomitake-san was with a girl. I felt a little like I was intruding. How was it, Keiichika? Did you enjoy the festival? There was a little title card here in a pretty important poem, but it seems like it's cut from the PC version during the last translation. Oh no! What did it say? I'd like to know. From the way she spoke, it seemed like she was a resident of Hinamizawa. I really should try harder to remember people's faces here. Who is this lady? We haven't seen her yet before. At all. Wait, I messed something up on my cushion. What's her name? Well, it was fun. My face must have given away how desperately I was trying to remember her name, because she gave a lighthearted chuckle. It's probably because it hasn't been long since you moved here. It's pretty hard to believe how friendly you've gotten with the other kids. If that's how it looked, it was probably thanks to Dana and Mion. Perhaps you feel more like a resident of Hinamizawa after taking part of the festival today? I wondered about that. Wait, what does she look like in the other art? Eh, she's cute! Wait, Tomitake-san looks so weird, I forgot. Just a poem? Just a poem is okay. Ham hands. Ham hands. I wonder about that. Oh, that's not like you. I had tried to get used to Hinamizawa, but there were still plenty of things I didn't know. The faces of people I'd met, for example. Things that had happened in the past as well. You're feeling left out because of something like that? It's not so much a feeling of left out, it's just, I'm not sure how to say it. That incident at the dam construction site, the fighting over it and other conflicts. The terrible incident they pretended they didn't know about whenever I brought it up. Even though it was the past, as someone living in Hinamizawa, it wasn't wrong to want to know about the good and the bad that had happened here. If it'll put you at ease, then I'll tell you everything I know. Tomitake-san's smile made me more relieved than I had ever been. It was hard to think of what to ask someone that said ask me anything, though. Even when there was so much I wanted to ask. Then, could you tell me about what happened when the dam was being constructed? There was a big incident in Hinamizawa was going to be submerged, right? I think the locals would be more knowledgeable at the dam than I am. Well, if you don't mind, I'll tell you what I know. It's only what I read in the newspaper, though. Tomitake-san's eyes entered an unfocused gaze as he searched through his memory, then spoke. Okay, this is the poem. I'll read the poem. At first I was a bit anxious. Hurting someone was something I'd never considered. Nevertheless, the anxiety gave place to loneliness, doubt, and more. Doubt and more. And then that wicked murderous intent eventually took control of my mind. The boy, the first step towards an unrecoverable daily life, not even realizing that he was walking into the abyss. Onikakushi, a tragedy born from the desire to believe. Are those tears of repentance or tears of resentment? Just a monologue in Dana's voice. I wonder why it was cut. It's only cut in translations? Huh. Odd. The decision to start the dam project was finalized 7 or 8 years ago. I heard it was the next major project after Kurobe. Kurobe? There were 3 major issues in Japan at that time: improving inter-island transportation infrastructure, meeting the higher demand for electricity, and flood control. There was a boom of dam building due to the massive economic stimulus provided on top of generating electricity and flood control. Hinamizawa had the right conditions to support a dam, so it was singled out. The patch adds it. Oh, okay. Is there more stuff like that was cut from the original? That's why I was surprised you didn't see it here. Oh, okay. See, I didn't really want to do the voice acting because I feel like half the fun of me, like, playing visual novels on stream is me voice acting it myself. And, like, if I wasn't, I would probably just be silent most of the stream, and that would be kind of lame, TBH. I would do it if I was, like, playing it single player kind of thing. So if I ever, like, decide to play all the rest of the games in the series, I would do that way. So, yeah, it's likely. The dam reservoir would have covered quite a lot of ground when it was completed. The entire area, right up to Yagoichi, way upstream, would be underwater. But why did they have to pick a populated area like Hinamizawa? Couldn't they have just picked a place where nobody lived? I'm not really sure why, but I just heard it was the right terrain for building a dam. Of course there were protests here in Hinamizawa. Rika-chan said there was a battle. From that choice of words, I'd guess things turned violent. There was a trial, and it was even brought up before the National Diet. They're better sprites? They're cute? I like both the sprites, though. No, I'm sure it's a good patch, it's just that, like, I'd prefer to voice act things myself, so you probably won't end up using it. Tokyo newspapers, too. Mian told me all about that as well. I'm sure every resident of Hinamizawa united to fight together. A feeling of solidarity found here, which could not be expressed properly with mere words, was likely brought about by that battle. As a result, bribery and scandals were brought to light. Oh, well, duh. That makes sense. As things got more and more complicated, they eventually halted construction. If I wanted to know, now was my only chance to ask. It was certainly a bizarre incident that boys my age would be curious about. I felt a little shame from the fact I was petty enough to have my curiosity piqued by Rena and Mion's refusal to talk about the event, but I figured I might as well ask since I had the chance. That's why I would stop thinking about it so much. So, there was a dismemberment, right? There was. I happened to be here in Hinamizawa around the time, so I remember it well. Tomitake-san's answer was nonchalant in contrast to my hesitantly forced-out question. Oh, you can turn the voice acting off? Okay. Maybe. I'll look into it. It was about this time, 4 years ago. It was the day of the Watanagashi, if I recall correctly. Debate on whether to continue construction on the dam was in disarray. Scandal after scandal rocked the project near the end. The incident that was the final nail in the coffin for the dam project. A fight at the dam construction site ended in a victim being murdered. Fearing prosecution, the 6 assailants divided the remains into 6 pieces and hid each one. 5 of the 6 criminals turned themselves in out of guilt, but 1 is still on the run. The right arm he'd hidden had yet to be found. I'm gonna make a guess right now and say that Dana took it because it's so cute. The major details with what was in the tabloid I'd read earlier. It was certainly a tragic incident, but it wasn't so terrible that Dana and Mio needed to hide it from me. I guess I didn't want someone who just moved here to have a negative impression of Hinamizawa. I felt grateful for having friends who worried about me so much, but shame for still being so interested in it. It was near the end of all the trouble with the dam, you see. So everyone was saying that it was Oyashiro-sama's curse. Oyashiro-sama's curse, huh? Oyashiro-sama was the name of the god at the shrine that the festival was held at today, if I recall correctly. I see. The guardian deity rained divine punishment down on the evil dam construction for trying to flood Hinamizawa. Apparently the younger ones didn't think so. But it seems like the elderly in the village never doubted that it was Oyashiro-sama's curse. The woman with Tomitake-san said in a mischievous chuckle. Tomitake-san began laughing with her. It was so infectious I began laughing as well. But I wonder about now. There are quite a few, I think, amongst the youth too. A few what? People who believe in Oyashiro-sama's curse. The woman's lips were curled into a smile, but her expression turned stern. Then, after that, it continued every year, always around this time. Continued? What continued? Tomitake-san paused for a second, as if to build up some suspense, and then he whispered it to me, as if someone might be listening. Every year, on the day of the Watanagashi, somebody dies. Oh shit, it's gonna be us. Oh fuck, it's gonna be us. Oh fuck. The year following the dismemberment, on the day of the Watanagashi, a man from Hinamizawa who had supported the dam fell off a cliff, overlooking some rapids, and died while he was on vacation. Unfortunately for his wife, the body was never recovered. He supported the dam construction even though he lived in Hinamizawa. At the time, there were whispers amongst the elderly saying it was Oyashiro-sama's curse. The woman chuckled mischievously again. Then the next year, the night of the Watanagashi, the shrine's Shinto priest died suddenly from an unknown illness. His wife drowned herself in the bog that night. The shrine's Shinto priest? You mean he was from the shrine here? The woman nodded. There was a rumor amongst the villagers that they weren't able to quell Oyashiro-sama's anger. Then the year after that, again on the night of the Watanagashi, they discovered the battered body of a local housewife. Housewife? Up until now, all these mysterious deaths were people who were involved with the dam or had connections with the Oyashiro-sama. With that in mind, could the housewife have been involved in some way too? Exactly, the woman stated slyly. No, it was more menacingly. One of the victim's relatives, you see, was connected to the younger brother of the dam supporter who fell to his death 2 years before. The younger brother's still alive, it seems, but it did bother him a bit, so he moved to the neighboring town. For a while, I stood there with my mouth agape. The battle over the dam construction with Hinamizawa's future at stake. The murder at the center of it all. That was all I knew, and that was all I wanted to ask about. But that wasn't all there was to the story. Homicide, body disposal, accidental deaths, terminal illness, suicide, fatal beatings. I'm a pretty level-headed person. I don't want to believe in curses, but the freakish deaths that have happened here every year on the day of the Watanagashi, and all of them were related to dam construction? It was easy to dismiss each of them as coincidences by themselves, but when you put them all together, dismissing all of them as coincidence would then defy logic. I don't believe in curses, but every single year on the day of the Watanagashi, somebody or something makes it happen, without fail. The woman chuckled again, as if she picked up on what I was thinking. It felt like she was saying, maybe there was. Maybe we frightened him. Stuff like that. I felt embarrassed being read so easily. I pressed Tomitake-san to continue, a bit of impatience and irritation in my tone. Then? So someone died next year, right? Who was it that time? I wonder... Who do you think, Keiichi-san? The hell? The way he said it didn't agree with me. The sarcastic tone ticked me off. Don't avoid the question. I'm serious here. Hey, calm down, Keiichi-kun. I realized then she tried to calm me down that I'd been panicking. We aren't trying to avoid the question, Keiichi. It's just, when you say the next year, that's... This year. That's today. When she hesitated to say it, Tomitake-san finished for her. I broke into a cold sweat. I really didn't like the way this was headed. Nobody wants to speak of it, but they all think it's going to happen again tonight. The festival was so cheerful, though. Well, the victim last year, the housewife, she was a non-believer. It turns out she didn't even attend the Watanagashi festival. There was a rumor going around that if you didn't participate in the festival, you would incur Oyashiro-sama's wrath. Didn't you hear anything about this, Keiichi-kun? I never even heard a whisper of that rumor. Then... Ooh, a stretch. 1, 2. The reason everyone at the festival was... They were afraid of the curse? I figured that must have been the reason. There was a lot more people at Watanagashi than usual. I guess everyone was just afraid after all. Of Oyashiro-sama's curse. I couldn't utter a single word. In this modern age, we've made progress in all the scientific fields, shedding light on the unknown and misunderstood. Where black and white television has been eradicated and we've sent men to the moon, even with all our accomplishments, this can still exist in modern society? Tons of invitations were sent out to neighboring youth groups to help pad the numbers. But after that string of events, few decided to join. The municipal committee was complaining about how hard it was to gather participants. Also, the police are treating each case as isolated. They don't believe they're connected.
Thanks for the follow, unidentified gamer 07.
They're trying to keep it quiet, so it's all just plainclothes officers. It finally began to dawn on me why Rena and Mion were reluctant to talk. If nothing happened during this Watanagashi, everything would have been over with, and I'd be none the wiser. If nothing happened, all would be well. In that case, it would just end up being crazy talk. I would have to pretend like I knew nothing from the beginning. Then they wouldn't have to act like nothing happened, and we would all have gotten back to life as usual. Maybe it was just too much for him after all. The woman ran her fingers through her hair as she sighed. No, it wasn't. Not at all. I tried to act strong, but that just served to emphasize how much the information had unsettled me. After seeing how I looked, Tomitake-san appeared to regret saying anything. Letting out a sigh, he spoke, forcing an awkward, upbeat demeanor.
Ah! Thank you so much for gifting 2 subs! Thank you! Mwah! Mwah! Arigato ne! Arigato! Thank you so much, gamer! Yay!
Thank you. Keiichi-kun, surely you don't believe in such a thing as curses? Well, no. If the cause of all crimes were unknown, then the perpetrators and their methods all mysterious, then I would think it's the work of a curse. But that's not how things are in reality. The police are investigating the evidence and suspects to uncover the truth. Hearing him say police made me feel a lot better. It was perfect for repelling the word curse. The first one, the dismemberment, for example. I told you, didn't I? All but one of the perpetrators were arrested. It's only a matter of time for the last one. The motive turned out to be an argument while they were intoxicated, and that's no curse. Don't you agree? It was true. If it didn't happen on the day of the Watanagashi, then I wouldn't think it was related to a curse at all. The accidental death of the man who supported the dam is the same. He was in a position that made others hate him. The police made a point of investigating from that angle. They concluded it was an accident, not foul play. But they both happened on the day of the festival, right? Just think about it, Keiichi-kun. Do you think people with a lot of enemies here in Hinamizawa could participate in a local festival? It would be hard for them to be around during the Watanagashi, so they probably left Hinamizawa intentionally during this time of year to travel, don't you think? That wasn't a very clear explanation, but I kind of understood what Tomitake-san was getting at. So I pressed on earnestly, asking more questions so I could convince myself. Then, Tomitake-san, what about the priest that died after that? The one with the unknown illness? That also happened on the day of the festival. It's even easier to explain what happened to the Shinto priest. The Watanagashi is a really big event that happens once a year. It was probably from all the built-up stress. Or maybe it could have been a pre-existing condition. But it was an unknown illness. It's hard to believe in something with an unknown cause could exist with all our advances in medicine. It's just an exaggeration. Rumors making rumors. Anyone would get worked up over having incidents happen 2 years in a row. The sudden deaths is quite unnatural, though. Of course, the police had ordered an autopsy of the strange way he died, but there wasn't enough for them to open a full investigation, you know. Turns out it was just a sudden death due to illness. The priest's wife committed suicide too, right? What about that? I believe I already explained that. Everyone was shaken up by the incidents happening for a 3rd year. Those who were of strong faith were quick to believe it was the work of a curse. Of course, that included the priest's wife. Apparently they found a suicide note that said something like, "My death will quell Oyashiro-sama's anger." Well, then, how about the next incident with the housewife? That happened on the day of the Watanagashi, too! The perpetrator's already been caught and the case has been closed. Turns out it was some nut job trying to continue the legacy of the Hinamizawa curse. Then, how about the incident next year? Yeah, this year is next year. Tomitake-san gave a hearty laugh. Nothing will happen. Not this year. There was never a curse to begin with. It's just a group of people believed that it was the explanation for a string of coincidences. My internal computer finally got itself back on track. I felt a bit embarrassed by how childish I had become after losing control and panicking.
Hi, Bod. Welcome to the stream.
I can see clearly that Keiichi-kun really does love Hinamizawa. Even if Oyashiro-sama's curse did actually exist, Keiichi-kun couldn't believe himself to believe such a thing actually existed. I felt really relieved. I should probably just forget everything I heard tonight. I'll greet Rena and Mion tomorrow with the same smile as always. They'll probably also like tonight to end without an incident, so they can continue tomorrow without having worried about me. Perhaps seeing my change in attitude, the woman who had been listening stretched as she got up from the rock she was sitting on. Well then, I should be getting back. Goodness, I think I may have gone on a bit too long. There were so few people compared to the crowd before. I could only make out a few groups of families enjoying the cool evening air. I looked at my watch. It seemed we talked for a better part of an hour. Didn't you come with your friends, Keiichi-kun? Not going back after them? Oh yeah, they might all be looking for me. You're quite the scoundrel making girls look for you. See you, Keiichi-kun. Have a nice night. You too, Jiro-san. I'll see you a bit later. Tomitake-san seemed to be quite the scoundrel himself. So his name is Jiro. Ah, Jiro. After dusting off her backside, she disappeared into the crowd of people still busy cleaning up the shrine grounds. Keiichi-kun! So sorry! In her place, Dana came running over. I could see all the others behind her. Speak of the devil. My bad, Kei-chan. We got so caught up in our discussion. I'd completely forgot about them while caught up in my own conversation, so we were even. My, so Tomitake-san was with you. This works out perfectly. We still need to settle the shooting gallery competition. That's right. So I guess I'm gonna end up dead last. In the end, after my dramatic victory, Rika-chan was the last challenger, but there weren't many targets left. The ones remaining were all tiny and difficult to hit. She did take her time and aimed, but all 3 shots completely missed, so she ended up sharing the loser's crown with Tomitake-san. Aww. However, she did her little mewling cry in front of the owner, and he turned to mush instantly. Rory-chan! She was given a pack of gum as a consolation prize. Her methods were a bit audacious, but she did avoid being the loser rather magnificently. That makes Tomitake-san tonight's biggest loser! Come to think of it, Rika-chan is quite the trickster. I have no idea what Keiichi-chan is talking about. Now then, it is decided that Tomitake-san is dead last! Everyone cheered and applauded. Tomitake-san smiled wryly, slightly bewildered. So, Tomitake-san, are you ready? Penalty time! Huh? Oh, I completely forgot about that. You're too naive, Tomitake-san. This is why our club can never lose. Mion pulled a felt tip marker from her pocket. Oh, what's that? Show him some mercy, Mion. At least use a washable marker. A permanent one is too harsh. It just has to be permanent. It comes off when you do the laundry anyways. Whoa, what's this? Please take it easy on me. Albus pinned his arms by his back, and Mion approached him with the marker in one hand. And swoop, swoop, swoop. She didn't write on Tomitake-san's face. She wrote on the shirt he was wearing. You better have your big break this year, Mion. Lena took up the marker. Next. Show me your photos next time, okay? Aww. This is cute. It was a little heartwarming, and I just had to laugh. This is more like a farewell card than a penalty. I'm not going as soft as the rest. I'll make sure this is a proper penalty. Haha, dead last. Satoko. Try harder next time. Rika. Here you go, Keiichi-san. I couldn't decide on what to write, but based on what kind of penalty it was probably most appropriate. Come back and play again. Tomitake-san was silent the entire time. At first, he was quite bewildered, and then he had a different look on his face. So I've decided to wear this all the way back as Tokyo as part of the penalty. Of course! You better wear it all the way home! You could wear it when you come back. It would be nice. He appeared deeply moved. Embarrassment mixed with a wealth of other emotions made him turn a bright red. Understood. I'll wear this the next time I come here. I promise. It would be stinky. Everyone cheered and applauded. It was the finest parting gift possible for a buddy heading out for tonight. I saw the woman who was with Tomitake-san standing near the festival grounds. It seemed Tomitake-san noticed her too and knew it was time to leave. Oh, he's getting that. Seems like your guest is waiting. Isn't it about time? Yeah, that's certainly how it seems. Tomitake-san headed off towards her and seemed to apologize for making her wait. We all shouted stuff at Tomitake-san. Each time he did, he looked back and waved his hand. Eventually, he faded into the darkness of the night, out of sight. It was quite a casual farewell. This wasn't the first time any of us had seen someone off. They'd done the same many times before. He's gone. Well, it's about time we take off too. Rika-chan had to stay behind with the other committee members since they were having a meeting. Totoko was tagging along with her. I headed back home with the usual suspects. The walk back was quite lively, the talk of the day's war stories. We should have done this, should have done that kind of stuff. Dana and I parted ways with Neil, and then it was just the two of us. We got to my house and I parted ways with Dana as well. It's already pretty late. Are you all right by yourself? Yeah, I'm perfectly fine. It's close. I'm going to run, too. If you run into some weirdo, just yell. If someone does come, will you come and save me? Maybe? Maybe? If I hear you. Oh, okay. I'll scream loud enough so you can hear me. Dana daisuki. Merrily spinning her arms around at high speed, Dana dashed off. She was fine. In that mode, not even an adult could stand against her. Dana's cheerful presence disappeared, and it finally became quiet again. The curse that not a single person even whispered about. The more I learned about tonight, the more unsettling it became. It didn't show on any of their faces, but they were probably all concerned about it as well. But if nothing happens tonight, then it all just ends up being crazy talk. Nothing will happen. Nothing bad. Nothing at all. What's wrong, Keiichi? Why are you standing at a place like that? Come inside, you'll catch a cold. It was my mom. Did you go, Mom? To the Watanagashi festival? In the end, your father didn't wake up, so I missed it. A little disappointing. Mom stuck her tongue out with a bit of an embarrassed look on her face. She's gonna die. Is Mom gonna be the one to die? I don't want Mom to die. I'd rather Keiichi die than Mom. I don't like it when Moms die in things. It makes me sad. Sir and Mrs. Hojo's terminal illness. Huh. I don't want to read all these tips. Too much. Too much. I think I get the gist of it. Chapter 6. Should we continue? Or maybe... Is tonight a good place to leave off? I just realized the time. It's kind of late, huh? Your mom has been streaming for 4 hours. 4 hours. Hours. It's me. すぐ寝ちゃうじゃん. Now I'm almost out of tea. When I'm out of tea, then I'm gonna want to be done. But I don't want to be done in the middle of a chapter, because then it's like, because the momentum kind of never lets up, I feel. So you never really get a place to pause until you get to the end. Nah, そんな感じかな. Yeah. It's a nice sound. I like crickets. How do you guys feel about crickets? I think they're great. They're comfy. Seems like a good spot then. Yeah. It was kind of creepy, but I think everything will be okay. I don't know. I'm gonna be sad when it starts getting creepy and weird. I don't want the game to get creepy and weird. I just want to smooch Dana. I want to give her a big smoochy. I want to marry her, and I want to have 5 kids with her, and I want to bring her so cute things all the time. Just think about Dana with a baby. She'd be like, so cute. That'd be so cute. Aww. It's not fair, bros. It's not fair. I like crickets till they get in your house. Yeah, they have to stay outside. I think that's all bugs, though. I'm okay with bugs, but they need to stay out of my house, you know? Fuckers gotta stay away! Yeah. Hopefully, maybe it'll start getting spooky. Well, next chapter will be chapter 7, and there's 12 chapters, right? So, we're pretty much halfway through the game now. Nothing bad will happen. Nothing bad will happen. Nothing bad's gonna happen, right? Nothing bad. I don't want to believe anybody's evil, though. It should just be a normal, happy visual novel where nothing creepy and bad happens, okay? Okay. I already know that's not going to be the case, but It's gonna be smooth sailing. Yeah, smooth. Maybe I'm playing like I'm playing the patch of it where nothing gets bad. Actually, where everything is good and happy. Everything is good and good and good and good and good. Good and 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 good. Yeah. 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 I got honey on my mouth again. What is this happening? Or is it the same honey? Still on my mouse. Why is there honey on my mouse at all? What's happening? What's happening? I'm not gonna lick it though. I'm gonna lick my finger and then I'll wipe it on the mouse and then it'll get the honey up and then yeah, okay, I got it. I got the honey. Yay! Okay. Yeah, I think we're gonna end off for now. It was really fun though. I like this game. It's interesting. I'm excited to see what else happens. Very interesting. Maybe we can finish tomorrow. Hopefully. Fingers crossed, okay? We'll try and finish tomorrow, okay? Okay. But it's sleepy time for me, dudes. Bears everywhere must eat. Billions must eat. Do you ever think about the fact that, like, billions of people are probably sleeping at the same time as you? Like... That's crazy. How long did it take to get this halfway? Well, it's been like, it's almost a 4-hour stream, and we were on chapter 4 when we started, so... Right now we're, like, 3 chapters? Yeah, we can probably finish tomorrow. Brings out good energy in you. Thank you for the stream. Thank you for coming! I'm so happy when you guys come. We've done 2 chapters today, 6 and 5. Wait, only 2? Oh. We got distracted. Oh yeah, we were kind of talking a lot. We talked for like the first hour or so. Huh. Kana. We did 4 in the first stream. Okay, yeah. So we were kind of chatty more this time. Okay. Well, we'll try and focus on finishing it next time. Yeah. Here's hoping, and thanks for the stream. Thank you for coming. But yeah, since I don't work anytime soon, so it's okay now. Well, I do work. I work on Sunday, but right now I don't work, so yeah. Talked about makeup for almost half an hour. Hey, was it really almost an hour? Lol. Alright, I'm gonna send you guys out. I'll see you later. Bye. Love you. Mwah.